On the front lines of truth.
Hey, it's Tug. We're proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. XTRA 106.3 FM and the XTRA 106.3 app.
Tariffs have thrown the global economy into chaos. Potential widespread inflation tied to massive supply chain disruptions may be an issue. Pair that with our growing national debt, and we have a big problem. But there's a silver lining that most people missed. Gold and silver bullion are excluded from these sweeping tariffs. While these new policies are triggering significant financial chaos, the administration preserved your ability to diversify into precious metals. If you're concerned about your savings, have a free consultation with a Birch Gold precious metal specialist. The first step is to text my name Buck to 989898 and receive your free, no-obligation info kit on gold. Learn how to hold gold and silver in a tax-sheltered account. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a gold IRA for no money out of pocket. I buy my gold from Birch Gold. Is it time you finally did the same? With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of thankful customers, text my name Buck to the number 989898. Again, text Buck to 989898. By the end of today's program, another family farm here in the U.S. will close its doors for good. We're losing them that quickly. And with each one that shuts down, we lose a piece of what makes our country truly special. We need to change that. It's time to spring into action and put American farms first.
Good Ranchers delivers high-quality American-raised meat to your door from those family farms. Right now, you can get free bacon, ground beef, seed oil-free chicken nuggets, or salmon for a year, and $40 off with my name Clay as the promo code.
And at GoodRanchers.com, you can also check out various boxes and choose the one that works best for your family. To find the box that's best for your family, go to GoodRanchers.com today.
Enter code CLAY, receive free bacon, ground beef, seed oil-free chicken nuggets, or salmon for a year, and $40 off. Visit GoodRanchers.com, enter code CLAY to shop, subscribe, and stand with American Ranchers. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered.
Tax refund season is here. Why not invest in your home? For over 25 years, homeowners have trusted Southern Exteriors with over 200,000 projects completed across 6 states. From windows and doors to roofing, siding, and gutters, we get the job done right the first time. Maximize your refund with 0% financing for 12 months or 10% off any project. Boost your curb appeal or tackle those much-needed repairs today. Get your free estimate now at southernexteriors.co.
Hey, this is Tom from The Honest Car Guy. We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly. We guarantee each vehicle we sell will come with a copy of the bill of sale, showing what we paid for it. You pay what we pay, plus a disclosed fee. Guaranteed. Honesty is the best policy, and we guarantee it. Finally, a pre-owned car and truck buying process that you can trust.
Get an honest car buy from The Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1 or visit honestcarguy.com.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. The 3 p.m. hour is presented by First Liberty Building and Loan.
The fight over the flights. I'm John Saucier, Fox News. A federal judge says he's found probable cause to hold the Trump administration in contempt for failing to return 2 planes deporting migrants to El Salvador last month. Fox's Rich Edson is at the White House.
U.S. District Judge James Boasberg says he has given Trump administration officials ample opportunity to explain their actions and that their responses have been unsatisfactory. He writes in this order, quote, "The court ultimately determines that the government's actions on that day demonstrate a willful disregard for its order, sufficient for the court to conclude that probable cause exists to find the government in criminal contempt." This is all over the administration's failure to return planes that left for El Salvador full of alleged gang members in mid-March. Boasberg says if the Justice Department refuses to answer his next questions, he will refer the matter for prosecution.
The U.S. government is filing suit against Maine's State Department of Education, alleging it's violating women's rights by refusing to keep biological men from competing in women's sports. Here's Fox's Evan Brown with more.
A federal lawsuit now filed against Maine's Education Department alleges violation of Title IX, and this has to do with Maine Governor Janet Mills openly refusing to stop letting biological men compete in women's athletics.
The state of Maine is discriminating against women by failing to protect women in women's sports.
U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi says they want women's titles bestowed to male athletes returned and given to females who earned them. Education Secretary Linda McMahon says they've been investigating the state.
We offered Maine leaders multiple opportunities to change their policy and to protect women in sports, and they have refused.
Eben Brown, Fox News.
And a federal judge says the EPA cannot end some $20 billion in Biden-era grants for climate-friendly projects. The order by U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkin in response to a lawsuit filed by Climate United Fund. America's listening to Fox News.
On January 20th, 2025, the White House declared a national emergency. It really wouldn't be a surprise if we started experiencing more frequent power outages as well as electromagnetic pulse or EMP attacks that could fry all electronics in the country and shut down the grid for months or even years. Most people will not survive without electricity. This is why My Patriot Supply just released the new Grid Doctor 3300, the first solar generator with a revolutionary EMP intercept technology. It's a groundbreaking system that protects your backup power from devastating EMP attacks, ensuring your family stays safe and comfortable when everybody else is left in the dark. With an industry-leading 3,300 watts of power, it runs everything from refrigerators to freezers to medical devices and power tools. Plus, it includes a free 200-watt waterproof solar panel for unlimited renewable energy. So don't wait until it's too late. Get your Grid Doctor 3300 with EMP intercept technology now at MyPatriotSupply.com. Secure your family's future at MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Look out. Here we go. Stand by. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer with Pete Davis sitting right next to me here and sidekick producer and sports rec on tour extraordinaire. And the mechanical man at the controls back in the studio, but here with us today live at Stovall's, our live shot at Stovall Wholesale Landscaping Supply Company is a fabulous Wiley. Who's in charge of all our technical? The crowd goes wild. Incredible story here. Anyway, are we doing okay? Everybody here okay?
Yes, sir.
All this stuff. Anyway, so here we are. Now, by the way, if you want to come and join us to say hi, we are at 9. Hello, folks. How y'all doing? There's a very suspicious lady back there. 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. 9,500. This is now location number 11, which is amazing. And by the way, this place is freaking huge. And I don't even think it's your biggest one, but this is this place is enormous. Have you seen? I've never seen this many exotic flowering bushes, plants, trees. I didn't know what the hell they are. They got trees who go winding up the freaking trunk. It's the damnedest thing you ever saw. It's like circular staircase tree flower things. It's the damnedest. I don't even know how you do that. They got roses. They got bushes.
Shovels.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, shovels.
They got rocks. They got stones. They got turf. They got all this stuff. Anyway, and the whole damn family, or the whole family is here too. Anyways, if you want to come by, we're doing the show till. In fact, Patricia and Scotty the window guy, who's actually now the Just Doors guy. Let's see, Just Doors is the name of his place. Are here to say howdy. And some folks are trickling in and stuff
Look
like
what
that.
he brought us.
He brought you some dipped animal crackers, Reese's chocolate dipped animal crackers, which I've never seen before, and I just had one, and they're delicious. And I got a little something here, but I got to take home myself. I got to smuggle this home without telling anybody. It's on the truck. Anyway, so here's the deal. Our number is, what's it? I forgot. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Wiley's here. I'd love to have you come by and stay and say hi with the Stovall family. They've been doing this stuff for 75 years. Wholesale landscaping supply and irrigation. I mean, in fact, I don't know how there must be 10,000 plants and buckets of plants and flowering things and stuff. I mean, there's thousands of them. How the hell do they keep them all watered and going? I don't understand. And they're beautiful. I mean, they're all blooming and
they have their own water.
Huh?
They have their own water. Look at
look at it. Yeah, hold this up. Are we on the camera, by the way? Is there a YouTube thing today?
Yes, there is.
Wiley, look what you've done to YouTube here in the freaking thing there. I'll be damned. Well, these technical people, man. Anyway, look at this freaking stove. They got their own water. I mean, this is pretty cool. I gotta say.
Stop fingering my wife.
Anyway, so here's the number, 404-741-1230. If you'd like to join us, talk about what's going on in the news. And again, we're live on the radio, and we're not in the studio, and everybody's looking at us. Everybody's looking at me. I can't steal the attention. Jesus. It's just, anyway, anything's liable to happen, so that's what you get when you show up at a live shot. Here until 6 o'clock tonight. 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. And by the way, it's a beautiful drive.
Great
coming through from where I live in Alpharetta. And I mean, it's farm country, horse country, just beautiful stuff. And again,
they finally fixed the road, too.
Was it bad? Oh, you drive this?
For years, but they finally finished it.
Really?
Now it's nice. It's nice.
The crowd agrees with you, by the way. Anyway, so come by, see us or say hi or give us a call. And there's a million things to talk about, a lot of newsy stuff to talk about. First, anything new in the last 24 hours? Or what's up with you today, Pete Davis?
Yes. Guess what I made last night?
Chili.
Close. One of the things you love to make, and you come into
meatloaf.
Meatloaf. I made my first meatloaf.
Oh,
last
no
night.
one makes meatloaf like the Kimmer. I'm sorry.
Yours is
I
good.
blew the last one. I made a horrible meatloaf last time because I mixed it wrong. Like, I said, tell me about your meatloaf.
It's the first time I ever did it, and it was wonderful.
What recipe did you use?
I just found one on the internet. Put some onions in there. Put a little stuff on top of it. Ketchup. It was good
stuff. Did you use breadcrumbs as part of the mixture?
Ritz crackers and some
all right. Well, that's the Ritz cracker
crackers.
Yeah. And soup,
saltine soup crackers.
Yeah, people use different kinds of breadcrumbs or Italian
stove.
You can use stove. You can do anything you want.
But excellent. It was delicious.
Now, did you chop up your own?
We get some meatloaf.
Ma.
Well, that's and how to come out.
Oh, it was wonderful. At first, it was like a soup, and then I cranked up the heat and everything, and it got nice and hard.
Yeah. Now, did you put bacon on the top or anything as a little thing?
No, just mashed potatoes and green beans on the side.
All right. And now, do you know some people will put a sauce or barbecue sauce or ketchup on the top and a layer on the top of the meatloaf or something. Ketchup. I don't do that because I like to put gravy on it, except when I'm having a sandwich. I don't put that on. Anyway,
what do you not put gravy on?
I only like 4 things I can think of offhand,
Here's
and that gravy might be part of it at some point. So that's a whole other issue, really. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder.
Food-wise?
Definitely, yeah. At Stovall's, wholesale landscape supply company, Union Hill Road in Canada. If you want to come by and say hi. Flounder, are you still locked in down there too? Can you hear?
I'm here.
There you go. Now, what's new with you and Mrs. Flounder in the last 24 hours? I forgot to ask you.
About the same as 24 hours ago. All is well.
There you go. Well, anyway, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
But actually, me and her are probably going to take a stroll down there this weekend because we did a bunch of yard work in our backyard, and we need to get some bushes and some flowers and a few other things.
I've never seen as many flowering, and they all look beautiful. I mean, it's not like they're waiting to bloom. I don't know how the hell they do it, but there's you will go nuts.
I assume they have mulch there.
How you doing on mulch? You guys got mulch?
Got a little mulch.
You got mulch over here? Oh, we got it. But now, see this. We got this very attractive woman just came in, and now they're all paying attention to her instead. I think we know who that is. Of course.
Yes.
Do we know who that is?
Big listener of yours.
Well, she's got to be here. Anyway, we're looking for mulch. You guys got mulch? You got mulch up the gazoo. I got 8 million pounds of mulch right here. Just waiting for you.
You can't swing a cat here without hitting a bag of mulch.
Oh, look at this. We got a little American flag thing. Hi, Eric.
Hi,
Aaron. What's this for us? Oh, look what you've done. What's that, sweetie? Okay,
sign them and give them away. She wants to sign them and give them away to people.
Well, we have. If anybody like us now, would people be upset at me signing an American flag? Well, it's a nice thought, though. Although at least I will. There you go.
Yeah, you're
Aaron,
the flag.
Aaron is in charge of our. Aaron's been representing these people for a long time. You got giveaway stuff here. Look at you. Well, she's brought books, and what is this? The Clay Davis book?
Clay Travis,
Davis, Pete Davis, Clay Travis. Don't confuse me. Now, what's this here? We got this over here. You did what, sweetie?
That's a real tree shirt.
Do you want to talk to her on the air?
Well, sure. Anyway, Aaron.
That way everybody else
Aaron
can
brought
join
gifts.
in on the fun.
There you go. All right. Well, we're going to set up here. Aaron is our sales representative executive in charge of happiness and goodness.
Oh, gosh.
And she's brought us American
know
flags.
about
She's brought us stuff. Well, how you doing, kiddo?
I'm doing great. Excited to be out here today at Stovall.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
And if you've taken a walk around this place, it's unbelievable. I mean, by the way, you can now these are decorative flags, so that you can lay these down on the table.
Yes.
It's not disrespectful. And by the way, when you see like a car company where they have on these 10,000 cars, and then at the end of the weekend they put them in the trash, that's not illegal, and it looks bad, but these are not meant to be treated the same way that an actual American flag is. So if you see them like lying down on a table, don't be offended. It's meant to be that way, because otherwise there's no way in hell you can call a Boy Scout troop every time you want to take a little miniature flag to the dump or something.
Oh, true. So. Especially the teeny tiny ones, like from Dollar Tree and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
So anyway, and you've got books here.
Yes.
Clay Travis, American Playbook. I remember he gave me
that upside down. Very good. Journalist.
All right. And how are we doing? Oh, it's 3:11. Okay. All right, but everything's fine. Wiley's in charge. Aaron's here. And the Stovall whole family. How you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. No, we're talking to you. Yeah, nice. Yes. That's right. People are a little nervous, a little afraid to come over and approach the camera. By the way, that's a smart thing to keep in the back of your heads, just for the record.
After what happened last time.
Yeah, remember that guy made a mistake. Well, some guy, a protest guy, came in and started thumping, and I threw him out the door. So that was, attacked him. Well, who's it? Oh, it's Scotty the window guy. Oh, the Kimmer's Facebook Mafia, or the YouTube Mafia.
YouTube Mafia. That's amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
That is so great. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's what's liable to happen here, but luckily,
so great.
Anyway, everything is good. There's a million things going on in the news. Also, we got all that stuff coming up. We have Pete's. Do we have any Pete's tweets today?
We have Pete's tweets, and we have almost a rather sad note when we come back about a legendary Atlanta broadcaster who's passed away.
I didn't know he was. I guess I did know. You're talking about.
No.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, in fact, he
TV
popped up on my Facebook. That's a shame. Coming up, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Wiley's here, and Flounder's back at the station, and we're at Stovall's 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. They're brand new with a number 11 location of the Nursery and Wholesale Supply Place. Having a little fun until 6 o'clock. Hoorah, Semper Fi, and Flounder, if you will, sir. Back in a moment.
XTRA 106.3 has the biggest lineup of conservative voices all week, and we're loaded with live and local programming every weekend. The All Four Seasons Home Show, Back Your Blue, Ben Burnett, Janelle King, and NASCAR on Sundays. See the full weekend lineup at XTRA1063.com and stream it free on the XTRA app.
Kimber here live at Stovall's number 11 location, Stovall's Wholesale Landscaping Supply Company, doing our show till 6 o'clock. And I'll tell you what, I honestly took a walk around. It took me a while because this place is enormous. And a lot of contractors and builders and the people looking on landscape things and issues from irrigation. In fact, their irrigation systems are unbelievable. They have, I don't know how they keep all these flowering plants. I mean, there must be 10,000 buckets of plants and flowers here. It's unbelievable. They got a whole section of nothing but roses. And they're all beautiful. I mean, they're blooming, and I'm thinking, how the heck do they do it? Anyway, for you contractors and wholesale supply type people, this is the place to go. And they've got it all, trees and bushes and shrubs. And, Paul and the kids here, the whole family's been doing this for 75 years. And honest to goodness, if you are building a house or having a house done, or you need some landscaping stuff, if you have a builder or someone's taking charge of this, make sure they know about the Stovall. They probably know about the Stovall family anyway. And the nicest thing about it, and they prove it as soon as you show up here, is that they go the extra step because it's a family business. Their name's on the company. And if you need stuff delivered to your site right away, it's probably on the way before you hang up the phone. Anyway, Stovall and Company, this is store number 11. Talk about a success story. A family business really making it because they go the extra step. 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. Come on and see us. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. 106.3. Happy hump. My God, it feels like a Friday. But it's hump day here. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder on 106.3.
If you're the decision maker at your company, we have great news for you, for your HR department, and for your employees. A new and future-forward way to do health benefits is here from Thatch. Not only do your employees get better health benefits with Thatch, but you save an average of $1,620 per employee per year. That's right. You can save over $1,600 per employee per year. Plus, Thatch reduces the time your HR department spends administering benefits. Businesses all over the country love Thatch's breakthrough approach. Rather than a wasteful one-size-fits-all plan, Thatch empowers your employees by letting them customize their own benefits plans. And you save money and time while providing your employees with better health benefits, which works better for everyone. Book a demo with Thatch and we'll send you a $100 gift card. Visit thatch.ai/radio to book a demo for your gift card. That's THATCH.ai/radio. Thatch.ai/radio.
Join A Second Chance Bail Bond CEO Daniel Madelon and host Tug Cowart for the weekly radio show Back Your Blue. They will highlight special initiatives, criminal justice programs, and community events aimed at keeping our communities safer. Tune in Saturdays at 10 a.m. to learn some good news about and from the law enforcement and justice communities. This week's guest is Chief Buster Cushing, Chief of Police for Cherokee County Schools. Tune in on Saturdays or catch up on all past episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at thepodcastpark.com.
No one plans on going to jail, but when it happens, it's important that you know who to call. Call A Second Chance Bail Bonds, where we believe everyone deserves a second chance. Whether your loved one's been arrested in Cherokee, Clayton, or any of the other metro Atlanta counties in between, A Second Chance Bail Bonds works fast to help expedite release within hours. A Second Chance. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call A Second Chance 24/7 at 404-BAIL-OUT or online at atlbail.com. You need a pre-owned car or truck, but you don't need the headache of searching for one. Spending hours calling dealerships, then spending half the day filling out paperwork. Come on. You need the Honest Car Guy.
Hey, this is Tom from the Honest Car Guy. We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly. We guarantee each vehicle we sell will come with a copy of the bill of sale showing what we paid for it. You pay what we pay plus a disclosed fee. Guaranteed.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1 or visit honestcarguy.com.
Hey, it's Mike with Atlanta Painting Company. Right now, save 10% on any paint job Atlanta Painting Company does for you this spring. Atlanta Painting Company is still Atlanta's biggest family-owned and run painting company, and we are passionate about making your family's home look great. Whether it's a fresh coat of paint for one room or an entire exterior makeover, Atlanta Painting Company has you covered. So get in touch. Head to atlantapaintingcompany.com to save 10% on any paint job this spring. Atlanta Painting Company, the painters you can trust.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. You know, a great smile can make you more successful as well as make you happy. Yes, it's true. And your smile's waiting for you at my dentist, Dr. Dina Giesler, my friend for 30 years and dentist forever. This woman at Atlanta Smiles, atlantasmiles.com, the dentist with the doggy. It's really true, whether it's just regular cleaning or bridges or crowns or are your teeth bothering a little bit, maybe a little ache or something, or your gums, it's not going to get better on its own. Take it from me, I found that out the hard way. Taking care of your teeth and gums and everybody's happy. And by the way, you can relax with Dr. Dina. This is an individual, private VIP experience. The latest technology. She used AI to get my last thing done at my last visit. And don't forget the doggy. She's a little doggy to take a nap in your lap while you're getting your work done. And this staff, these ladies are angels, I promise you. You'll love going there. A veteran herself, Dr. Dina, 10% veterans discount off the top. Tell them when you call. 404-262-7733. Your smile's waiting. Get the doggy at atlantasmiles.com.
It's the NRA annual meetings and exhibits at the World Congress Center, April 25th to 27th. 14 acres of guns and gear. A freedom-filled weekend with activities for the entire family. Tickets just $10. NRA members get in free. Visit nratickets.com.
Well, look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer. Pete Davis and Flounder and Wiley's here on the scene. What's the matter? Stovall Company, wholesale landscapers, folks. Union Hill Road, 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. And we're live here at Stovall's and have right till 3 o'clock. What's the matter? What are you laughing at?
Now a dramatic reading from Clay Travis's American Playbook, Chapter 6.
All right. Well, that may be coming up a little later. By the way, we have do our format here. I'm going to do my birthday and history thing. We got Scotty the Window Guy and Patricia's here and a crowd of 1 million and just people going crazy. They're a little nervous coming up near the Kimmer and Pete at the table.
Yeah, the Kimmer Mafia is only Scotty these days.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I think we are on YouTube.
Yeah, but
Wiley
they
set
never
us
show up to see us.
No, this is a good thing. This is a good thing.
Well, the majority of the YouTube mafia is high behind the keyboard.
Ouch.
I mean, they do. There's a few of them that are really.
Take that?
There's a few of them that are really good people, and they call in, and Clayton and Scotty the window guy, but the majority of them hide behind the keyboard.
Yes. They as they should.
Send your cards and letters.
Well, this is modern America. Thank
Please
God for
do.
technology, so they don't have to actually come out here and show up in person
and touch the camera.
One of the many reasons why I've always wanted to do an overnight radio show. You know the kind of people like Art Bell. Yeah, from Harumph, Nevada, for God's sakes.
Did I ever tell you the time that I did a psychic show on my old show? And our esteemed leader met me in the hallway the next day and said, I hope you got that out of your system. Nobody likes shows like that.
Yeah,
2 weeks
everybody
later,
likes
2 weeks
shows.
later, he hired Art Bell.
Yeah, everybody likes so overnight truckers and stuff. Oh man, the kind of people who can't get out of the house and everything. Oh my God. Anyway, our birthday list, you'll know this name, Peter Billingsley.
Yeah.
54 years old today. A Christmas Story.
Just shoot your eye out, kid.
And then he did, damn near.
Almost.
Which is pretty funny. And a history thing, and this may take a second, but I really found this. Oh, now you idiot, just disappeared. On this day in 1881, it apparently is documented on the streets of Dodge City. Famous Western lawman and gunfighter Bat Masterson fights his last gun battle ever. Born Bartholomew, was a young gunfighter in his early 20s, was a buffalo hunter, worked out of Dodge City, was an Army scout in the Indian Wars. His first shootout was in 1876 in Sweetwater, Texas. Had a fight with a soldier. They were fighting over a dance hall girl named Molly Brennan. So they went outside, drew their pistols, and apparently Bat Masterson shot not only the soldier, but also Molly Brennan.
Well,
killed them both dead. They found he was acting in self-defense. He never went to prison, recovered his wounds, became a lawman, worked in Dodge City, also ran a gambling house and some saloons, and then lost his bid for sheriff. Drifted around, found out his brother was in trouble in Tombstone, Arizona, so he showed up in Tombstone. His business partner of his brother giving him hassle. He said, "Oh, I know you're healed, armed, now fight." Healed means armed. They all drew their guns. When it was over, everybody was shot. Masterson was okay, and because it was back in the time of the day, it was okay to shoot each other, and so there were no charges filed. So
you know what he ended up doing?
I tell the little people.
He moved to New York City and became a sports writer. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. He never fought another gun battle, but his other exploits ensured his lasting fame. 4 decades of his life as a sheriff, opening saloons, and tried his hand as a newspaper man in New York City. And Bartholomew Masterson finally died, in October 1921 in New York City, died of a heart attack at his desk.
Who was the actor who played him in all the old westerns?
Oh, Gene Barry. Gene Barry. Yeah. Anyway, that's a little Bat Masterson story. All right, 404-741-1230 if you want to join. Oh, tell us about the passing of...
John Sherrick has passed away, 11 alive for 40 years, just retired last year.
I haven't watched local TV in so long, but I remember back in the 70s when they had Dominic. Remember Dominic? What's his name? With Happy Talk News, they did the first Happy Talk News.
And
Stu Clyde-Tenick and those guys back in those days.
And
anyway,
the Weather Girl. Gail something.
Oh God, yeah,
she was good looking.
Oh, there was some. That was the time, and now again,
she turned left on the map, and the Rockies would disappear.
You couldn't see the Rocky Mountains, and now do we know his age or just natural cause? He had to be up there.
That Jeff Hullinger posted yesterday on Facebook, and then a couple other people did too. 40 years on the air in Atlanta here, and I love the way he did his story. He really did do a great story, and the story was the story, not him. Great voice too.
Yeah. Also, a celebrity passing that everybody has, I'm sure, heard of, Wink Martindale, host of Tic-Tac-Toe, High Rollers, Gambit, Tic-Tac-Toe. Wink Martindale was 91 years old. He was married for 50 years. His family was surrounding him. It doesn't say cause of death. He was 91. How could cause of death was not given? He was 91. shot by an angry husband,
For the back door.
Jeez, yeah.
My second favorite game
Jumping
show
out of a window. Your second favorite? Who's your favorite?
Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn
Match
was a
game.
great. But imagine when he had that long stick microphone and he's. What's that?
He agreed. Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn.
But Wink was great. Memphis boy.
Yeah, had to be the best. Let's see. And it was a weird story. He was born Winston Conrad Martindale. One of his playmates named Jimmy couldn't pronounce the word Winston, which was his first name, so they called him Winky. And then he got into business, and he said the Winky thing it was, somebody stuck with him when he was 17 years old, worked as a disc jockey in Memphis. He met Elvis one night. In 1954, playing the King's track, That's All Right, the first song he did for his mama on the radio. And he called Presley's mother, asked if her son would come to the station. And she said until he relented, and he did. His first interview, and the music was changed forever. Wink Martindale was apparently the first guy to do Elvis interviews in 1954.
I had no idea.
Is that in Memphis? Is that unbelievable?
He laughed that he would work one day, and they do all their game shows in one day, and do golf the rest of the week.
Well, Pat Sage, all those guys. Yeah. They literally do the shows. They do 5 in a day, and then they're done for the whatever.
What a life!
They're not too shabby. Anyway, let's see. I was looking for the clock.
3:27.
3:27. All right, I forgot what we were. 3:29ish. Anyway, and a couple of newsy stories. That Judge James Pussface, I might have mispronounced that. He has ruled today that Donald Trump is in contempt, and there's probable cause to hold him in contempt for refusing to bring back the gangsters. Yeah, okay. This is the judge who said when the planes were in the air to get the El Salvadorian gangbangers and the Venezuelan gangbangers flown over to El Salvador to the prison, and ones were ducked over with a shaved head and the whole thing with a thing. And this is the judge who said, I demand you bring back those gangsters. American judge wants to bring back the gangsters, and he said, they're already in the air, Your Honor. So that was their excuse. The judge didn't buy it. He said, you guys have been in contempt of court for this, and he said there's probable cause, and he's got another hearing coming up where the Trump administration has to answer charges. He said those planes were ordered to return from El Salvador before they hit the soil. It didn't happen. There were hundreds of them on board. He said the government has until April 23rd to demonstrate why the court should purge any contempt proceedings against the government. On and on and on. These are the same kind of people. Remember, the judge yesterday ruled that those of the 530,000 illegal immigrants that President Slimebagged, Joe, the child molester, wash your daughter president, sneaked over here in the dead of night by that stupid credit card program. Remember that deal? 530,000 of them. Donald Trump has canceled their temporary citizenship papers and all that other stuff. And a girl judge has ruled, oh, no, you can't do that until every one of those 530,000 people has an individual hearing on whether they should have had that denied there or not. 530,000. Okay, so if you do one hearing a day, that's 530,000 days, which is around, probably more than a couple of years, I'm guessing, right? This is unbelievable. Everything they're trying to do to stop Donald Trump and saying you can't do and get away with that.
The liberal judiciary, on top of the media and the Democratic Party, want to bring South American and Central American gang members onto your street here in America.
Yeah. And do you see what Tom Homan said about that Maryland senator and Cory Booker, Spartacus, now are both going over to El Salvador to try to bring back the killers?
Good luck.
And Tom Homan says, shame on you, you dirty bag. They ought to lock them up when they get over there. Anyway, I mean, my head's exploding.
Don't let them back in the country. Deny their visa.
I have to turn the plane around. Just keep them there.
Take the passport.
Anyway, 3:29. How we doing? Everybody okay? How we doing? Stovall and Company. People going. You got crowds going wild. Oh, it's unbelievable. Anyway, they're all hanging around here, and I wonder why. Anyway, Kim Repeat Flounder and Wiley's here. Set us all up to Stovall and Company on Union Hill Road in Kent. Come see us till 6 o'clock. Look out, hoorah! Stand by.
Need more than just headlines on your ride to work? Tug, Rhino, and Los have you covered with the biggest stories of the day and everything your coworkers will be talking about. It's the Morning Extra, live from 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, only on XTRA 106.3 and the XTRA app.
Hey, have you started the new year taking care of your stuff? Unlike the camera that lost my stuff, like medical records, and cost me, I don't know. Check in with Atlanta Safe House. Jeff and Mark and the whole crew, man, they always have some kind of great surprise going on up there right now. They have a showroom in Ackworth, up on Industrial Boulevard. They love it when you stop in just to say howdy and see what they have to offer. There's always kinds of sales and freaking rebates. I mean, it's unbelievable. Browning, Fort Knox, American Security. I mean, holy cow. There's always some kind of specials. And by the way, those big gun safes, I've had a couple of those babies. I wish I'd have taken them down to Florida when I lost my medical records and didn't have them like an idiot, which is why you need a safe. Not only got guns and pistols, but they can arrange those safes on the inside any way you like them with nooks and crannies. The pistol safes, man, these things are always on sale and they're beautiful. These guys are pros. Only off-duty military, police, and firefighters you can trust in your home or your office to deliver your new safe. Check them out on the web and see what they can do for you. Protect your stuff. AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
Kevin McAlpin here alongside Evan Ward, host of North Georgia's Retirement Game Plan, heard right here on XTRA 106.3. And Evan, many Americans think having a well-funded 401k means they will have a comfortable retirement. But the question I have is that really all we need?
Kevin, that's a great question. The way the analogy I use is it's like having a really, really good play in your game, but a good play isn't a game plan. That'll work once. It's limited. What we want is a plan, a game plan throughout the entire course of your retirement that we know is set you up for success. 401ks are a great savings tool, but they're not a plan. They're a play. And so what we do is we put together an income plan as well as an investment plan to make sure that you are taking the stress out of your retirement. You've worked too long, too hard. You've made all the right decisions, sacrificed to get to this point. You've got it down to the 1 yard line. Now you need a game plan to finish it off, and that's what we provide.
And let's be honest, we stress for 30, 40 years in the workforce. That's the last thing you want to have to deal with when you get to retirement, right?
Of course, the whole point, our philosophy is let's take the stress out of retirement so that this new phase of your life is going to be the thing you've been working so long to enjoy.
That's the last thing you want when it comes to your retirement is stress. If it sounds like you, pick up the phone, call Evan and the team at Atlas Retirement today for a complimentary 401k X-ray. That number is 678-736-7799. 678-736-7799. Or get more details anytime online. It's atlasretirement.net. That's atlasretirement.net. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
You know the old expression, I love it when a plan comes together? Well, with our First Liberty Notes, this has been so true. Hello, I'm Brant Frost, founder of First Liberty Building and Loan. You hear about our family's company all the time right here on the station. For over 30 years, we've been the local lender who said yes when the big banks say no. A couple of months ago, we opened up our First Liberty Notes program to Main Street investors just like you, and the response has been just incredible. Folks from airline pilots to physicians to even pastors are now earning 8 to 13% interest rates while helping to fuel the growth of local small businesses. If you're a qualified investor with a minimum of $25,000, you too could be earning 8 to 13% interest. We'd love to have you join our First Liberty family today. Go to firstlibertyga.com and see if our First Liberty Notes are right for you. Go to firstlibertyga.com. That's firstlibertyga.com.
First Liberty Notes are not obligations of or guaranteed by any financial institution and are not secured by any collateral. They are not FDIC insured or guaranteed by any government agency. You could lose money. SEC accredited investor status must be verified. Securities not offered in any jurisdiction in which it is unlawful.
True Prep, Atlanta's leading preparedness store, has two incredible deals going. The Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport 3 AR-15 for just $649, featuring a mid-length gas system, 15-inch M-LOK free-floating handguard, and a 30-round PMAG. Plus, get 1,000 rounds of check-made, brass-cased, box prime 223 ammo for only $399.99, or 20-round boxes for just $8.99 each. For directions, visit online at trueprep.com. That's TRUprep.com. True Prep. Prepare today for a worry-free tomorrow.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. Consists of about 4 holes. After that transformation, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
Stream Clay Travis and Buck Sexton, Glenn Beck, Fox News, and even NASCAR on Sundays, anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app. Download the app now and get 24/7 access to the live stream, the latest news, and everything you need to know about Atlanta's only conservative talk station. Download the Extra 106.3 app for Apple or Android and check out even more great original content at thepodcastpark.com.
I figured I knocked the camera off.
Watch it, Grace.
Thank you. I got a little room there with that thing. All right, look out. How you doing? It's only me. It's on the camera with Pete Davis. Wiley's up here. Flounder's back at the studio. Patricia's in the room. Scotty, the window guy from Just Doors, is also here with the and some people are going crazy. We're live at Stovall's on. They got to turn that up.
You monkeyed with the camera.
I did. Now how come I can't hear too much anymore? Can we turn it up a little more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. No, that's not it. Whatever. Anyway, so there you go. That's a little better. Kevin, Pete, and Flounder, and Wiley's here, and the crew. And we are live at Stovall's. If you'd like to come see us, we're here until 6 o'clock. And we have, a Clay Travis book to give away. Just that in itself. And maybe you can.
There's some food here too.
There's actual. Look at the food right there sitting there for you. Whoever's got. They were feeding the contractors earlier today.
I may actually in the next break walk out to my car.
Yeah.
And bring in copies
of your book. Go get your book. Yeah, you should do that.
Just may do that.
Outstanding. Anyway, now we're keeping in the format here again, as we're in a live spot, so it's a little different. On this day, we got birthday list. Oh my God, this is incredible. You know what Bobby Vinton is? In fact, Wiley, you're a young lady. Do you know who Bobby Vinton is? Do you know the name Bobby Vinton?
No idea.
Oh my God,
Polish guy, right?
Oh my God! You don't know who Bobby Vinton is either?
Bobby Vinton was
the
Polish.
singer. Yeah, Polish. Yeah, very famous singer. Bobby Vinton is 90.
What was his song?
Blue Velvet, Roses Are Red, My Love, Blue on Blue. I mean, maybe that was somebody else. Anyway, Bobby Vinton is 90 years old.
Damn.
That's so hard to believe. And on this day in history, let me ask you that. Well, actually, let me ask you this: have you ever done LSD?
Why have you ever done LSD? That? She's an athlete.
I've never done LSD.
She's an athlete. She's a rather gifted basketball player and a basketball referee and a basketball coach. I mean, you do all that stuff, right? And are you still in college? I forgot.
I graduate December.
Oh my! I graduate when? December?
In December, yeah.
Oh, and then what are you going to do after that? Are you going to stick around with us?
I hope so.
Oh, excellent.
You tell Scott and David Dickey to keep me around.
Well, that's done.
Yeah.
Good.
It's over.
Just a word from him.
Ink it right now. I mean, they see me walking down the hall with a look on my face like I'm here for representing Wiley. They're signing the freaking document.
Perfect.
Anyway, I didn't mean to yell. I was just, that's sort of my nature. There's hot babes around here and everything. It's unbelievable. Did you meet Michelle? She's working here with taking care of business. There's Michelle. There's Michelle. See?
1 L or 2?
I was just talking about the hot babes. So
that's important. 1 L or 2, Michelle?
Oh, well,
2.
Got to have the 2 L's. Anyway, on this day, the reason I asked, my sister once admitted. And again, we have. Well, anyway, I don't know where my sister is. I mean, for like 30 years, it's just one of those things. But when she was she was the one who got the $800 college boards. Talk about smart.
What does that mean?
I mean, she was smart.
Is that smart? Okay.
Yeah, because you could only get 800. I think I got like 450 or something.
We didn't take boards. We took SAT to get in.
Well, that's what SAT is. Yeah, the top score you get is 800.
It was higher when I took it.
No, I'm sure.
No, they had moved up the
maybe
way you judge it. Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, so but she was in a very well-known prep school, all-girls prep school as well. And one day, some girl convinced her to take this little thing that was on a stamp,
Snoopy's tab.
Yeah, and she did, and it was LSD. Yeah. And she said, I remember she was really screwed up by it. And I remember she told my parents that she went to look in the mirror. And there was nothing there. Ooh. She couldn't see a reflection. It was no. So, I mean, that's so. Well, it started on this day in 1943 with Albert Hoffman, a Swiss chemist. He had made a drug with lysergic acid and then combined it accidentally with diethylamide and came up with he took some by mistake. And he said, I had these unusual sensations. He said, I was affected by a remarkable restlessness, dizziness, sank into a not unpleasant intoxicated condition with extremely stimulated imagination. Daylight was unpleasantly glaring, stream of fantastic pictures, shapes, kaleidoscope colors. After 2 hours, the condition faded away. He published a report about it, and then the mind-expanding drug thing began in the 60s. And, of course, you know Timothy Leary publicly expounding on the benefits of the LSD as a recreational drug, which led to God knows how many deaths of people. Art Linkletter's daughter.
Sounds a lot like absinthe. I can testify to that.
Well, again, I know that only. Anyway, so that was LSD, where LSD came. Okay.
Absinthe makes the walls move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now Wiley's smiling. Wiley, are you an absinthe person here?
No, I'm just wondering why you know that.
I thought it was
illegal for a long time. It is Van Gogh and all the painters used to drink it in Paris back in the 1800s.
It's a drink, right?
It's a drink. It's like a mint type drink.
Isn't that the one they light on fire?
Oh, yeah. You have a loose it. The little... you got a little sugar cube, and you pour a little liquor on it. You set that on fire, then you put the whole spoon down into it and stir it around.
And then you put your heroin on top.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, I wouldn't do that. But
that's what they do with the spoon, isn't it?
No. Well, that's another thing.
Right.
That's another thing. But
okay.
This it tastes like licorice is what it tastes like. So I've got to really like licorice.
Oh, my goodness. I wonder if that's what that French hooker in Montreal gave me when she
sure. It always goes back to that you can stem everything that's happened in your life back to that instant in Montreal and a hooker.
No, well, that was she was a professional woman, and I
to kiss.
No to kiss. I tried to kiss her. She was beautiful. She wouldn't kiss me. He
couldn't pay a hooker to kiss him.
1964, summer 64. I graduated from prep school. One of my best friends named Pete, and his parents bought him a Mustang convertible. The very first year it came out, 1964, summer 64, bought him a blue Mustang convertible with a white top, and he and I drove that damn thing to Canada. Mm-hmm. And so we're driving through. We went through Toronto, but we went through Montreal, and we go to this nightclub. We're sitting there at this place. We're 17 years old, whatever it was, and we're sitting at this place. And I buying drinks for these girls that came over, and finally I said, "Look, we're not going to sit here buying drinks for you girls. We're just going to." She said, "Do you want the girl?" I said, "Well, yes." And she said, "Okay." So a girl came over, and some guy came over, he gave me a ride to this hotel. I'm thinking, they're going to kill me. I don't know what I mean. I was totally out of my mind. And so we up to this door, and they open the door, and there's this beautiful young woman, and so she had me in, and I tried to kiss her. No to kiss. I thought, that's really all I wanted, to kiss a pretty girl. It would have been fine. Anyway, it was a horrible experience. The thing was it was $60, as I recall, 1964. Anyway, so that's my Montreal trip, and no to kiss.
You have lost all respect from Wiley. I can see it in her eyes.
Oh, no.
That's impossible. She never had respect for me in the first place. Ask her. They hate to see me coming. I used to leave her cookies.
Kimber, I missed your cookies. When are we bringing the cookies back?
I'll bet you. Are you going to be there Friday?
I will be there.
Aaron gets cookies, too. We get cookies.
The white chocolate one you did with the macadamia nut, so good.
And I try to, my oven is weird, and I try to get them just at the right teeny little bit of browning when they're in there, and I pull them out then.
You're actually really good at you're a good cookie maker.
He's going to make
I'll try to do it Friday.
Wife one day.
I'll bet you I'll make a bunch. In fact, I bought some of the large chocolate chip ones, too, so I'll do both. Maybe I'll see. Maybe I'll try to do that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Anyway, so that's fun. Oh, mercy. I don't feel like talking about the news. What else is going on here? Oh, this is incredible. And I heard him again before us, the show before us. The world is still talking about Wiley, the guy from the Braves, talking to the two girls in the stands.
Wiley Ballard.
It's just unbelievable.
Yep.
Like, all right, now, Wiley, you're a young woman, a female young woman. Mm-hmm. Is there any... Now, you know the story we're talking about, right? The guy, the Braves... Okay. Is that a thing? Did you have a reaction to that in any way?
I loved it.
Bad or not? Or, I mean...
I loved it. Go off. Like, Wiley, do your thing. I love seeing him do that.
how can, see this, of course, I don't mean, I'm not even in a demographic anymore, so my opinion about anything doesn't count. The world doesn't even have people my age in surveys. They just don't care about us. So that being said, which means I'm totally meaningless to everybody, that's what's wrong with American women today. I mean, Mike, how could a girl not love that whole thing to have happened as a funny, happy, at the baseball game? I mean, what a great experience. I mean, just the whole thing should have been just a sweet, happy thing. How can you not celebrate sweet, happy moment? It's just killing me like that.
Our world's soft now. We're soft. So.
You know who's most angry about it? Fat, ugly lesbians and sports writers. But I repeat myself.
Yeah. I never went to the prom.
And Clay was talking about it beforehand. They're all so serious.
Yeah.
They've all got the Great American Novel on their desk. By God, if someone would just read it. They're real
fun.
Journalists, damn it. Yeah. We are.
Oh, please.
They're the most self-important, self-pompous people you will ever meet.
Yeah.
Are sports writers.
The time I spent in sports locker rooms covering the Cubs in Chicago,
or just
whole
hanging
summer,
out.
Or just, because I like to see guys in the shower, I like to see black guys in the shower. Yeah, that's a go. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, Wiley, and Aaron's here, and everything's there. And Scotty the Window Guy and Patricia, too, on 106.3 up at Stovall's and Winder on Union Hill Road in Canton. Look out.
The Kimmer Show is live until 6 p.m. and Extra 106.3 has the rest of your night covered with Jesse Kelly up next. Fox Across America with Jimmy Fela at 9 p.m. and The Guy Benson Show at midnight. All live on Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. Yeah, we know life is unpredictable, but protecting your family's future doesn't have to be. How about the health insurance doctor's name is Steven? He can make life insurance simple and affordable plans designed to fit your budget and your needs. Term life, whole life, universal life, final expense coverage. The health insurance doctor customizing the perfect plan for you and your loved ones for the unexpected. Don't wait for it. Steven, the health insurance doctor. Here's the number, 678-523-0759. Or visit him on the web, protecting what matters most, healthinsurancedoctor.net.
Have you thought about securing your hard-earned assets? Do you have concerns about the future? Protecting assets is crucial, and that's where Nelson Elder Care Law excels. As a family-owned and family-focused firm, we provide absolute assurance and peace of mind through our trademarked Absolute Protection Trust, tailored services in estate planning, probate administration, Medicaid crisis solutions, guardianship, and conservatorship. Our goal is to exceed your expectations and empower informed decisions. Visit NelsonElderCareLaw.com for asset protection and peace of mind.
Tax refund season is here, so now's the time to invest in your home. For over 25 years, homeowners have trusted Southern Exteriors for expert craftsmanship and lasting value. James Hardy Fiber Cement Siding delivers unmatched durability, stunning design options, and superior protection for your home. Right now, take advantage of 0% financing for 12 months or 10% off any project. Don't wait. Upgrade your home with the #1 name in siding. Schedule your free estimate today at southernexteriors.co.
Attention Warriors, are you a veteran ready to navigate to success after service? Tune in to the Warrior Alliance Network. Join us as we spotlight inspiring stories, provide essential resources, and connect you with a community dedicated to empowering veterans. From career advice to health and wellness tips, the Warrior Alliance Network is your go-to hub for post-service success. Tune in Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on Extra 106.3. Join us on the mission, the Warrior Alliance Network, where warriors thrive together. Visit us at thewarrioralliance.org for more information.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-383-7733. That's 800-383-7733. Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Together. We're on, and Kimmer's talking to people.
Sorry, no.
Got a show to do here.
We got people here. Well, sorry.
Damn it.
Anyway, so.
Be a professional.
Sorry, I got a little carried away. I got distracted. Oh, man, I don't know.
I heard the music. I thought, well, maybe we should do something.
No, I didn't hear the music. All right, now we're talking. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Wiley's up here, and Aaron's here, too, our sales executive representative. And we are here at Stovall's, 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. And this place is beautiful. And again, they're one of our sponsors, so I don't mind talking about it. In fact, I love talking about them. I walked around here, and by the way, it takes a while. This place is freaking huge. And I've never seen so many exotic plants and flowering bushes that all look fresh, growing right now. I mean, I don't know how they keep them all looking so terrific. Their irrigation system. But again, anyway, so if you're looking for stuff like that, what do they do? Oh, they're taking pictures. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they got the, what do you call this thing? What do you call this? A what?
Banner.
A banner. A banner.
Bruce
a big
banner.
Giant panel of some kind. Anyway. Oh, God. Well, anyway, we're here. So come by and see us if you know. And by the way, we have a couple of giveaway things. Aaron brought some Clay Travis books.
We also have some extra shirts.
We've got, and Pete Davis got his book. Pete Davis, The Totally Biased Guide to Southern College Football, is here. Also, did you bring the doggy one?
Yeah, the doggy one.
He's got the doggy one, too. He got Pete Davis's doggy book. And Aaron, now, what are these car washes? Oh, my God. Is this a free $30 car wash? Is that what that says? Aaron, you devil, look at you. Do they know you stole these or what? I mean, how does that work? Poor bastards. Tidal Wave car wash. Hey, you're out $30, right? You got like 100 of them here. Oh, my God. I'm going to take 12 or 15 of these for myself. Holy crap. Anyway, so if you're in the area, and again, it's 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. Yes. And so we're just having, we got an American flag if you want to think of it. Okay, 404-741-1230 is number, 404-741-1230. And we do have newsy stuff. Letitia James, by the way, if you've heard the case, Letitia James, she was that New York Attorney General, that woman, that nasty slime bag of a woman who ran her entire campaign to be elected on getting Donald Trump. So clearly she was in it politically with one cause, and that was to get Donald Trump. She won, and she got him. And she sued him, and the New York juries, of course, found him guilty in the case that cost him $400 million in penalties and fines, which I assume is still under some kind of an appeal. There's no way that can stand for what they did. Anyway, now, and she kept saying, no one's above the law, we're going after Donald Trump. And this was a ridiculous case where she claims he overvalued his Mar-a-Lago estate. And so even though nobody complained about it, he didn't overvalue it for the bank. The bank gave him the loan. He got their money back. Everybody was happy. So she went after him anyway, and because of the liberal juries in New York, they convicted him, or found him guilty. No one above the law. And now they found out that she not only lied about some property that she was selling in Virginia, claimed to be the principal residence when she lived in Virginia when she was actually in New York, and she also pretended that her father was her husband. And
Wait, she's Somalian?
Yeah. So, yeah. Apparently, she's part of the squad with Ocasio Bangbangio Stupidio.
Ilhan.
And so she claimed her father was her husband, so she'd get a better loan as a family person, and that there was only it was a 4 residence thing instead of 5, which also got her. In other words, she cheated to get a better deal on mortgage loans, which I mean, and that's in black and white. You know, I mean, so obviously she's going to be convicted. The question is, should she go to jail? Obviously, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, so we'll see. So that's going on. And again, this is Letitia James, the New York Attorney General.
There's a report on our station that El Salvador has rejected Senator Van Hollen's meeting. He's not, the president of El Salvador says, I don't want to meet with him.
Hell no, he shouldn't meet with him. He's no chance. In fact, they shouldn't let his plane land.
Yeah, gringo.
Seriously, I don't know why they would let his plane land. Can they turn away an airplane from landing in their country?
It's their country. They can do what they want. They shoot it down.
The air traffic control say, get the hell out, get out of our airspace, or they should send a freak. Oh my God! I wonder if we have our American Air Force jets guarding El Salvador, and they put put our jets up to get their jet to come out. Oh, my God. You know, these people honestly can't stop. The balls of these guys. Cory Booker, Spartacus, what business does he have? And again, Tom Holman made the point. In fact, the story's popping up here right now. Listen to what Tom Holman said. You have to remember, this is a Maryland Senator, Chris Van Hollen, on the way to El Salvador, and the El Salvador president says, I'm not meeting with this idiot. He wants to bring back the gangbanger.
Yeah.
Who he claims was kidnapped.
This is
from
the same state where a mother was raped and murdered?
Right. Well, Holman says he wasn't abducted. He's an MS-13 gang member, classified as a terrorist, was removed from this country. We got rid of a dangerous person. He's a national being returned to the country, so he's home. He's been repatriated with his own home. And he echoed rhetoric from Trump officials saying Garcia is a public safety threat, and it's exactly what should have happened. And let's not forget that he says it's disgusting to see a member of Congress trying to help an illegal immigrant in El Salvador committing crimes in this country. The murder of Rachel Moran, listen to the testimony and listen to the mother. If you're not human, your heart wasn't broken. It happened in his state. Rather than taking care of the constituents in his state like the murdered mom, the victims of illegal crime in his state, he's going to run to El Salvador to protect MS-13 terrorists. They're still... and the Supreme Court upheld the lower court ruling requiring the government to facilitate his release. We don't know really what that means. That's why they haven't done anything. And El Salvador says, we're not sending him back. But again, you know, just the nerve of these people. How is that possible? That American senators should go to try to bring back gangbang killers who murdered the woman, a mother.
Doubled down on open borders. The Democratic Party has just gone insane.
It's just...
and yes, they attack dogs. They don't want you to have dogs anymore, too.
I mean, that couldn't have been real. Mother Joe, that couldn't have really meant that dogs are bad for the ecology of the planet.
Yes, that's what they believe. Here's what I'm thinking. They're going so far to the left, it makes you think that maybe they have a plan that they know they're going to win the next election because they're going to cheat like they did in 2020.
You know,
they've got a full
someday someone's got documents somewhere or in the cloud or something proving that they found a way to fix the machines and all those, you know, the things that we saw were in fact real. I mean, it's something like Hillary's emails. You know, somebody's got them. The one she erased, there's
maybe it's another pandemic they're going to get started and try.
I think they're going. I'm surprised they haven't started another pandemic right now to get rid of Trump.
They tried with the chickens.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, what's that, sweetie? All of the above, yeah, Patricia. Very possible. I can't say. Oh, God. We have a Flounders Funny. It's 3:57 already. We got Flounders Funny, I'll bet you, back there probably somewhere.
Okay, so
here we go.
Jim and Debbie were on a walk through the neighborhood. This was a couple weeks ago, and there was two girls home from college, and they were laying out. Okay, they were laying out suntanning on the front yard. Okay, Jim must have looked over there. And Debbie, instead of handling this privately with her husband, decides to get on next door. And I cleared my schedule. Okay. Here we go, baby. Yeah. They were just like, everybody was saying all kind of stuff, just jumping in. She was like, some of y'all parents need to do a better job with your daughters so they don't have #daddy issues. I was like, preach. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what side I'm taking. I'm just stirring everybody. Say it louder for the parents in the back. You know? Somebody got on there like, if you wouldn't struggle with lust if you were a Christian. She was like, we are Christian. We go to First Baptist. Somebody else was like, we go to First Baptist. We never seen you in there. Anytime it dies down for a couple days, I just hop back on. Do we ever figure out if Jim and Debbie were Christian? It's fun. Get in there. And now there's like a bunch of inside jokes. Like there was gunshots in the neighborhood. Somebody's like, did somebody hear gunshots? Somebody got on there like, check on Jim. Debbie might have shot him.
Mr. John Christ right there.
John Christ. I got to love it. All right. Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, and Wiley's up here, and we're live at Stowe Falls on Union Hill Road in Canton. 404-741-1230 if you want to join us. Look out. Here we go.
broadcasting station. This hour is presented by Atlanta Safe House.
He claims there's cause for contempt. I'm Tom Graham, Fox News. Judge James Boasberg strikes again. He says he found probable cause for contempt after the White House did not obey his previous order to return deportation flights bound for El Salvador.
The Constitution does not tolerate willful disobedience of judicial orders, D.C. federal judge James Boasberg writes in an opinion finding probable cause to hold members of the Trump administration in criminal contempt. Last month, Boasberg ordered deportation flights of suspected gang members to be turned around. The administration argued that order came after aircraft were out of U.S. territory. Since then, the judge has asked Justice Department attorneys for specifics about those flights and writes none of their responses has been satisfactory. The administration can purge itself of contempt, Boasberg says, by answering more questions by April 23rd. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Many Democrats are rallying to the cause of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He's an immigrant who was living in Maryland when he was mistakenly deported to El Salvador by the Trump administration. Senator Chris Van Hollen is now in the Central American country on Abrego Garcia's behalf.
As I've said before, the goal of my visit is to talk to people here about the release of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. I told his wife and his family I would do everything possible to bring him home, and we're going to keep working at this until we're successful.
Maryland Senator posting on X saying Abrego Garcia was illegally abducted. He also met with El Salvador's vice president today. The Trump administration, however, insisting he's a member of MS-13.
So we got rid of a dangerous person, an El Salvadoran national, was returned to the country of El Salvador, so he's home. We removed him from the United States. He's a public safety threat. That's exactly what should have happened.
Orders are Tom Homan. America is listening to Fox News.
On January 20th, 2025, the White House declared a national emergency. It really wouldn't be a surprise if we started experiencing more frequent power outages as well as electromagnetic pulse or EMP attacks that could fry all electronics in the country and shut down the grid for months or even years. Most people will not survive without electricity. This is why My Patriot Supply just released the new Grid Doctor 3300, the first solar generator with a revolutionary EMP intercept technology. It's a groundbreaking system that protects your backup power from devastating EMP attacks, ensuring your family stays safe and comfortable when everybody else is left in the dark. With an industry-leading 3,300 watts of power, it runs everything from refrigerators to freezers to medical devices and power tools. Plus, it includes a free 200-watt waterproof solar panel for unlimited renewable energy. So don't wait until it's too late. Get your Grid Doctor 3300 with EMP intercept technology now at MyPatriotSupply.com. Secure your family's future at MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Oh, there we go. Oh, mercy. I can't get this stupid thing to say. There we go. That's a little better. How you doing? Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder. And Wiley's up here with us, too. And Aaron from the radio station. And we're at Stonewall's. The crowd goes crazy. Stonewall's 11th location. A brand new, just kind of a celebrating the opening 11th location, 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. And, I mean, this place is beautiful. If you're having a yard put in or contract work and stuff with irrigation systems and nursery type things, man, I've never seen so many of these beautiful exotic plants and flowers and trees and bushes. And they got trees that, you see the ones that they're curly. They have trees that the leaves on the trees curl around the trunk in like a spiral. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like a barber pole of flowering tree. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Kara Peyton Flounder, and our birthday list includes Liliana Mummy, 31. Liliana is the sweet little girl Lucy from Tim Allen's Santa Claus movies, and her dad is Billy Mummy, who played Will Robinson. Bill Mummy played Will Robinson. His daughter Liliana's 31 today, and she was in those movies too. So
man, he had her late in life because,
yeah, he's up there pretty good.
60s.
Yeah. And Liliana is 31. And on this day in history, hold on, I just lost my history thing there. Got to get Mr. Phone working here properly.
I'll make sure they're not capturing that on YouTube Mafia, seeing how you put your phone password.
Yeah,
in.
no, I don't think they're going to do that. Let's do this. This is kind of sad and also a tribute in many ways, and it's sort of a shame. On this day in 1912, Harriet Quimby was the first woman to earn a pilot's license in the United States of America. Harriet Quimby, 1912, first female pilot. The first woman to fly across the English Channel. Harriet, unfortunately, died in an airplane crash a few months later at age 37.
She was the first woman pilot to land the plane upside down.
Upside down, sure. So it was soon to be the Delta tradition of the.
She took that plane all the way to the.
Did they ever admit that girl pilot flipped it upside down? I mean, come on, you're killing me here. And remember, as soon as it happened, the girl was flying it.
How far did she make it? All the way to the crash site.
Yeah, just yowie. Anyway, all right, look out. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Aaron is here from a station, and Wiley, of course, putting us all together. All right, 404-741-1230. The Marjorie Taylor Greene, holy cow, I'm surprised somebody didn't get shot last night. Really? Protesters showing up at her wild town hall. Demonstrators crashed it, and again, this was in Ackworth last night outside of Atlanta. One of the scumbags tried to shove a cop around and got a taser deployed against him. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "This is a peaceful town hall, people." And seconds later, the guy got jolted by the stun gun.
This is what Schumer did. Remember he said we're going to send them around the country to these Republican meetings until they vote the way we want them to vote?
The same
like a thug?
The same with Muskrat Head from California. No, the girl. The old Maxine Waters.
They're threatening Republicans.
Go after them. Confront them wherever they go. And now they're doing. And again, remember they got caught. In fact, I heard the morning boys talking about this on our station this morning, and they were saying that they had out loud some idiot inside Democrat leader. If it was I can't remember who it was. It's a famous politician, I'm sure, and I forgot what it was. Doesn't matter. The point is, a Democrat leader has said out loud publicly, "Oh, we're working 24 hours a day. We already have our private underground government working to try to disrupt all of the," and they're going, "Oh my God, you're talking about a secret government trying to overthrow the government and disrupt everything in the government, and you're saying it out loud?"
Shadow government.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember, I think, I can't remember whether it was Tugger, the smart one on the morning show, was saying this is the kind of thing that, Louis Grizzard would have said, "I don't believe I'd have said that out loud."
But these people who are showing up at a Marjorie Taylor Greene Republican meeting, they need to be policed into the hospital.
Exactly. They need to be hurt. So I give war a chance.
Take them off the streets.
And again, I'm not a role model here. Okay, I'm not a role model in this. But honest to goodness, these people need to be hurt. They need to be punished
financially and physically.
Yes. No, I'm seriously. Go after them.
Because that's what they're doing. They're doing this they're paid activists to disrupt Republican and conservative meetings.
Yeah.
Why are we putting up with it?
Yep. They're screaming obscenities, chanting and yelling, and obviously disrupting whatever they can. They were removing subjects of officers were threatened, physically resisted, and harmed in the process. One of the arrested guys gave ID that placed him outside of her district. They're not from They're not from where
Let's
she
find
lives.
out. I want their names. I want their address. I want to know exactly who they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, they feel safe enough to go into Ackworth and act like this way.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there are places in this state where they won't come out so unscathed if they pull this.
Two guys were identified. One guy from Atlanta, another from Dallas, were tased and charged with battery of a police officer and obstruction and violating city ordinances on bad language too. But anyway, this is what they do. This is exactly what they do and how they make their freaking living. Let's see, political stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to know where the money came from for them to do that.
Yeah. You know what? I've got a couple of celebrity things in the news that I thought were very bizarre, and I got another political thing on AP and Donald Trump and stuff like that. I don't feel like doing that right now. But you know who Casey Musgrave is?
I've heard the name.
Casey Musgrave is a country superstar, megastar. She's 36 years old.
Good looking.
And you know who Amanda Bynes is? Another a child actress, and she's been in some. She started with like
I've
Disney
heard her
stuff
name.
years ago. So people know her. If you're younger than I am, you'll know the.
Why do you know Amanda Bynes? Right? You've heard of her.
You know the little
the
child actress.
Nickelodeon star.
Yeah, Nickelodeon star, and she's something. She's 39 now, if I recall. Anyways, Amanda Bynes and Casey Musgraves are both in the news for kind of weird, bizarre things. Casey Musgraves, 36-year-old country super megastar, is leaving her fans stunned when she posted something that has left many of them confused. She said, posting this, she was the Grammy Awards winning in a country category, Casey Musgraves. She posted, quote, "Is it possible to die of horniness? Asking for a friend." Okie dokie. Fans confused saying, wait a minute now, did you forget to switch accounts maybe? Had to double check who tweeted this. She said she'd been single for a year and a half and last romantically linked to a poet, but they broke up in November 2023. And she and her husband, songwriter Rustin Kelly, announced their divorce, and she started seeing somebody else. They were together a couple of years, and now they split. Before so she's been flying around the country, and she says apparently she could be seen instant settling on the guy's lap. Now they broke up. So anyway, I guess she's looking for a man. She said after her divorce, she explained her relationship simply didn't work out. It's nothing more than that. Two people love each other, but for many reasons didn't work. Part of me questions marriage as a whole. I embraced it, have to tell myself I was brave to follow through. She said the example of Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, been together since 1983 but never got married. Well, that's because she lets him cheat on her.
That's right.
Goldie Hawn's very famous saying, well, he's a man. Men have to have sex with different women, so I know he's going to cheat on me, so that's why we get along fine. I think Kurt probably saying, boy, I love this girl. You know, he lets me have sex with anybody I want to, and that's why we're together. Well, you're not really together if you're cheating on her.
Say one more time what Casey Musgraves' question is.
The question was, is it possible to die of horniness?
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is living proof that you will not die.
Well, I like to consider myself a secondary virgin. Thank you very much.
An incel?
And there's a big freaking difference of being a secondary virgin than there is of just being horny all the time. Thank you. Sorry you had to hear that, you guys.
They're never going to let us back.
You got all these contractors showing up looking for concrete and rock. What the hell's this guy talking about over there? Who is this freaking idiot anyway? I thought this was a wholesale landscaping company. But they're taking over the joint. It's unbelievable. Oh, wait. Now, Amanda Bynes. How we doing? Are we okay in time? I don't know what we're doing. Amanda Bynes. Now I know the name, but I don't know if I've ever actually seen her. She's 39 years old. She's now, let's see, Rose to Fame in 1996 on Nickelodeon, a sketch show called All That. Then she was on The Amanda Show. She was on What I Like About You with Jenny Garth, sitcom on WB. She's been in What a Girl Wants, Love Wreck, She's the Man, Sydney White, Hairspray, stuff like that. Anyway, so Amanda Bynes is fairly well known, and now she said she is ready to take on OnlyFans by storm.
That's
there she
looks
is.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah,
the nose ring, I don't know about that.
Well, yeah. I just...
Look how cuter she is without the nose ring.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, but again... so she says now she says, I'm on OnlyFans now. And everybody got real excited for a second because when you say you're on OnlyFans, that means only basically one thing to most people.
So I've
never been on OnlyFans. I've never looked up on OnlyFans. Well, what? I don't know how to do it. Plus, what do you look up? I'm looking for cute girls on you type in OnlyFans. I want hot chicks. I mean, I don't even know what to do. I wouldn't even know how. I mean, seriously, I wouldn't even know begin how to try to look into something.
Shall we poll the crowd? Ask how many men have been on OnlyFans? Well, probably not a good idea.
But again, it must be in other words, you must know that somebody is on OnlyFans to go look for them, right?
Right.
So if you're in other words, if you're looking for somebody, do you look up the name and then put only? I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Anyway,
you're not on the mailing list or anything?
I don't. Yeah, I'm going to, please. So anyway, now what's the matter? Oh, we break time? Okay. Anyway, so she's on OnlyFans, but she says, I'm chat my fans, I will not be posting sleazy content.
Well, then why are you there?
Well, then what the hell are you doing on it? Why would you go on OnlyFans? To just say hi, have dinner with them?
Yeah, go on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat.
Or YouTube. Yeah. Anyway. All right, it's almost, guys, 4:14. Well, I'm in trouble now. Live at Stovall's on Union Hill Road in Canton. Look out. Here we go. Stand by.
It's time for the Bortz Report, brought to you by Southern Exteriors, the Southeast's premier home exterior solution. Quality and precision you can rely on for over 20 years. Visit southernexteriors.co.
Can you think of anything that left-wing progressive politicians can get away with that conservatives cannot? Well, I can. One thing, lying. Let some conservative come out with a statement that is at odds with the truth or what the left thinks is the truth, and all of a sudden you have fact-checking all over the place. But what about a liberal? What about a progressive? Let them lie? Fact-checking? No, crickets. Elizabeth Warren is a good example. What a hack. She is writing about that fraud known as Social Security. Fox News published a little article that big government Elizabeth wrote recently about Social Security. In that article, she said that Americans pay into Social Security paycheck after paycheck, and when they get older, they get that money back to help them retire. That's the ironclad, take-it-to-the-bank promise that America makes to workers. That, my friends, is a lie. There is absolutely no legal guarantee anywhere that you will get any of that money back after you retire. You have no enforceable right to that money. You will only get some back if the politicians in power want that to happen. There's so many areas of fraud with Social Security. You are led to believe that there's a Social Security trust fund. There isn't. Democrats under Lyndon B. Johnson saw all of that money in the trust fund. Yeah, it was there then. And they said, oh my God, we could spend this money on our social programs to buy votes. So they took it and they left us with IOUs. Oh, we'll give it back when you need it to pay benefits, but there is no guarantee, none. If Americans knew what a fraud Social Security was, it would be pitchforks and bonfires. I'll have more commentaries in the coming days to drive that point home. Neil Bortz, XTRA 106.3.
Tax refund season is here. Why not invest in your home? For over 25 years, homeowners have trusted Southern Exteriors with over 200,000 projects completed across 6 states. From windows and doors to roofing, siding, and gutters, we get the job done right the first time. Maximize your refund with 0% financing for 12 months or 10% off any project. Boost your curb appeal or tackle those much-needed repairs today. Get your free estimate now at southernexteriors.co.
Compact outside, the all-electric, all-wheel drive EQB 300 4MATIC SUV is big on space, style, and smart ideas. With available seating for 7, a digital voice assistant, and MB navigation with electric intelligence, the EQB is born from a forward-thinking family and built for yours. Get an exceptional offer on the all-electric 2024 EQB 300 4MATIC SUV. Just $389 per month for 36 months with $49.83 due at signing exclusively from RBM of Atlanta in Sandy Springs. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this vehicle and many other models during the RBM of Atlanta's spring sales event. Visit today to see how to qualify. Special lease rate available only to qualified customers exclusively from Mercedes-Benz Financial Service through RBM of Atlanta, Sandy Springs through April 30th, 2025. Excludes tax, tag, title, and Georgia Lemon law fees. Contact RBM of Atlanta for details on this and other exciting offers. Visit us at rbmofatlanta.com or call us at 770-390-0700 for details.
If you're the decision maker at your company, we have great news for you, for your HR department, and for your employees. A new and future-forward way to do health benefits is here from Thatch. Not only do your employees get better health benefits with Thatch, but you save an average of $1,620 per employee per year. That's right. You can save over $1,600 per employee per year. Plus, Thatch reduces the time your HR department spends administering benefits. Businesses all over the country love Thatch's breakthrough approach. Rather than a wasteful one-size-fits-all plan, Thatch empowers your employees by letting them customize their own benefits plans. And you save money and time while providing your employees with better health benefits, which works better for everyone. Book a demo with Thatch and we'll send you a $100 gift card. Visit thatch.ai/radio to book a demo for your gift card. That's THATCH.ai/radio. Thatch.ai/radio.
You protect your physical health by choosing your doctors carefully. Protect your financial health by choosing an attorney carefully. An accident can be very costly. You want to receive the compensation you deserve. Call Van Sant Law. My friend David Van Sant will take care of you, trust me, very well. The number is 855-GA-INJURY. The website is vansantlaw.com. In the event of an accident, it could be the most important phone call you make.
Good.
You all right?
But every time I look at it, it's all of a sudden now it's in my nose. Every time I put on this headset, it goes somewhere else.
Well, you've only just started in radio.
I don't understand. I've never done this before, so I mean, I don't know what. I mean, seriously,
you're a newbie.
I don't get it,
rookie.
Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Aaron's here, and Wiley's here running things, and we're up at Stopall's on Union Hill Road in Canton, 9500 Union Hill Road. Our birthday list. We're still doing an actual show. Our birthday line now. The last time I mentioned Liliana Mummy is the daughter of Billy Mummy, who played Will Robinson in Lost in Space. Liliana's the daughter, and she's an actress, is 31. And now another actor's daughter, Jack Nicholson's daughter, Lorraine Nicholson, is 35 today. And she plays a rival surfer in the movie Soul Surfer, which is about Bethany Hamilton, who lost her arm
to a shark.
Shark ate her.
Yeah. Would you get back in the water if a shark took your arm?
No, I would not.
Have you ever surfed?
I've fake surfed. I've like belly surfed, and I got on my knees once, but then went tumbling. I was on my R&R from Vietnam and Hawaii, so frankly, I was in no shape to do anything at that point for 5 days.
Do you like big on your knees, Kimmer?
Yeah.
He prefers that. As someone who has actually surfed,
you are a surf. I did surf.
It's a drug.
Yeah,
it literally is a drug, and I can see why she did it, but I would have a little trepidation going back.
And by the way, she was, remarkable. I mean, what a ballsy young girl.
I met her dad and her brother.
Oh, wow. Man. Oh, you said you know them?
I met her dad and her brother.
Did?
Yeah, we used to go to Hawaii every summer, and we went to a restaurant and her dad at a hotel, and her dad was the waiter, and her brother was our valet guy. And I was obsessed with her when I was younger, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And she was doing The Amazing Race at that time, so she wasn't on the island. But
now, was this after she lost her arm and was an actress and everything? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's a weird story. What, her father was a waiter?
He was a waiter at the restaurant that we were at, and then her brother was our valet driver.
Bones?
I don't remember.
That's a good Buckhead restaurant.
But it was in Hawaii. In Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
Yeah.
Do you surf?
I did.
Now, come on. It's fun.
It's really fun. I just don't have the balance. I can stand up for like a couple of seconds, but then I'm like a sail, I'll topple over.
Yeah. Well, but when I see them do the big wave sailing like an Australia stuff, you wouldn't
6 feet
get
is
me.
Dangerous. 6 feet off San Diego is dangerous. They're doing 70 feet.
I don't know. How
it's like mountains. They're coming down the side of mountains. Do you ever have a shark come anywhere near you?
I've never had a shark, but I'm also scuba dives. I'm a scuba dive certified. Whatever. I've been on like 35 plus dives.
Well,
and I've seen a lobster, and we saw a reef shark, and then turtles. The beach actually where Bethany Hamilton got her arm bitten off, I dove in the tunnels underneath, or like the tunnels that are a part of the coral where they stopped to see what was wrong with her after the shark took her arm off.
Really?
Yeah. I was obsessed with her when I was younger.
Was that Oahu that it happened, or was it the other islands?
Maui or Kauai.
it happened?
Either Maui or Kauai. I can't remember which one.
As we speak, Pete Davis, I'm trying to find the picture of me holding that shark out of the water.
I've had one scrape across my leg when I was sitting on the board.
Really?
Yeah, and it was the sandpaper as it went by.
Oh, that's scary.
Well, I can't find it. It
could have been a lemon shark.
But anyway, no, I did. I paid money for a guy, and I got in this. It was in. What the hell was it? Cabo San Lucas might have been. I can't remember where it was. Somewhere in Mexico, and they had this big roped off area in the ocean in the water, and I grabbed and held up a big nurse shark thing.
They're harmless.
Well, still it's a shark. I was sitting there holding a shark in my hand. It was pretty cool.
Shark out of water.
Yeah, I got to also have a picture of us holding a stingray.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. You step on a stingray. They're the ones who got the guy who said the crocodile hunter.
Well, and the bulb that they sting you with, if it stays in your foot, you're screwed. You have to go get that taken out surgically.
Oh, that's not a happy.
By the way, just a word of advice: when you say the phrase "I paid a man some money," don't pause after
Pay the
that.
guy
on his knees.
Oh, did Wiley catch that? Did she?
Now you're on your knees.
Thank you. All right. Well, by the way, I got a weird thing in history, and again, we're live at the Stovall Wholesale Landscape Supply Company, 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton, here till 6 o'clock. And by the way, I mean it's actually for wholesalers, but I assume if someone if you drive in there and say, "Hey, we're here to watch the Kimmer show," and by the way, I love that bush over in the corner. How much you give me? How much you want for that? They'll probably sell. I mean, I assume they'll probably sell it to you. So I don't know if that's illegal. Is that they'll do it? You will do that? Okay. Yeah, Michelle says, "Well, we got a little something on the truck there. You got to go around the back, though." Anyway, so that's cool. Now, this was a weird story in history. Oh hell! Now I can't find it, Pete. I screwed up here.
What'd you do?
No, library. Oh, I'd see. Oh, here we go. On this day in history, I gotta get my ear things here. Okay, a guy named Roy C. Sullivan was hit by lightning for the 7th time.
Again.
Roy C. Sullivan was worked as a forest ranger, and he had been struck by lightning 6 different times. The 7th time he got struck fishing in a freshwater pool. Lightning hit his head, singed his hair, went down his chest and stomach. He turned to his car when something unexpected occurred. A bear approached the pond, tried to steal his fish. So he had the strength and courage after he got hit by lightning to grab a tree branch and beat off the bear away with a tree branch.
Did you watch the bear?
Yeah, I almost made a mistake there. And by the way, that was the 7th time he got hit by lightning, but it was the 22nd time he had hit a bear with a stick as a forest ranger for his career.
So he's beat off this bear 20-something times, is what you're saying.
Put it any way you want to, really. I guess you could,
I can't bear it.
Well, you could grammatically, it could go either way.
Like the bear. Obviously.
I know. What can I tell you? All right, hold on. I got to find my clock because I don't know. Where the hell is my clock?
It's 4:27.
All right. Well, now see, that's the thing. I just want to make sure I don't do a thing.
For those of us without lasers in our eyes, we can still see.
Where's
the
my
clock?
No, that's not it. Where the hell is my clock?
It's right there at the top. See?
You
just took it away. That little blue thing becomes a clock.
Well, no, but where's the clock? What happened to my clock thing? Oh, my God. Seriously.
What'd you do to your clock?
Where's my clock?
What'd you do? It's gone. That clock's gone.
My app's on this. My face of my phone.
Clock. It's right there.
I know. I had one until just now.
The clock on your face.
I swear to God.
The bear took it.
Where's my clock?
Well, you must have hit something and the clock's gone.
You can't take off a clock. It was my clock.
Well, it's gone now. You got that useless calculator.
Seriously, where the hell is my? It's gone.
He can't go on. His clock.
It's right there.
All right. Well, now wait a minute.
Yeah, when we're on air, we can worry about the clock when we're not on air.
Oh no, this is a big thing.
No. Wait a minute.
We've got a crowd forming around this. Wiley's going. Thank God I do this once a year.
Right.
Once a year.
There you go.
There it is.
All
See,
right.
there's your clock. Your clock is back.
Switch it over to clock.
See, there's your clock.
All right, but that's world clock. But now where's the app?
Well, you just passed it. You're going by too fast.
Oh, my God.
We'll talk to it in a commercial.
We'll figure out the clock later.
All right, sorry. I'm easily confused. All right. Well, so I don't know what time it is. 4:20-something. 4:28. All right. Well, okay, good. Okay, God.
Note to self, bring Kimmer a clock next time.
No. Everything will be fine. We're just having a little fun. Again, I don't know. My clock face disappeared.
Well, no, he'll put it back. He put it back. There it is. It's back now.
It's on your last
It's
page
back.
now.
Oh, my God. Oh, well, thank you, guys. But I don't know how that happened. Thank you. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Last page.
Anyway. All right.
Now
all right.
it's just time for a break here by the.
Oh, I'll be done.
By the old clock on the wall.
No, not quite really, because this one says, now it's world clock. I don't want the world
Never seen a
clock.
man more obsessed with time.
Now see, all right, but how do I get...
well, we'll do that during a commercial. Why don't you just finish out till we go?
All right. And Ringo Starr's son got fired.
Who?
Ringo Starr's kid got fired.
It's the Who. They fire each other every other month.
All right, it's coming up. Kimmer Pete Flounder and Aaron and Wiley and our helpers here at Stovall's and Scotty the window guy and Patricia and the whole crew and my a friend lady whose husband works here used to see at Publix all the time. Kimmer Pete and the gang here until 6 o'clock. Stovall's on Union Hill Road in Canton. Come to see us.
Wherever you are in Georgia, you can stream XTRA 106.3 and crystal clear digital with the all-new XTRA 106.3 app. Get Extra's live on-air stream in real time, or go back and listen to all your favorite shows, Neil Bortz, or original podcasts, no matter where you go. Grab the XTRA 106.3 app now and start streaming.
All right, it's only me. It's only Kimmer. Hey, let's play a game. Let's go find some great health insurance plans for you and your family and your company. Yeah, no. There's no fun game about that. Especially if you're self-employed, self-insured, maybe own a small business. 'Tis the season to figure out your freaking health insurance. You need a health insurance doctor. Luckily, I happen to have one. Funny you should mention his name's Steven. You can use him. Listen, Obamacare, you think they're going to figure this out for you? Try to get someone to answer the freaking phone. Well, Steven is the health insurance doctor. That's the name, the health insurance doctor. He's got the non-Obamacare schmamacare business. Available year-round plans. How about that? No open enrollment. Maybe for you, perfect $0 deductibles. How about no co-payments when you go see your actual doctor? The power of this nationwide PPO business, I don't know what that is, but they sure do with the health insurance doctor's place. They're saving like 60% over Obamacare stuff. They got people saving $10,000 in premiums. Holy cow. 678-523-0759. It's the health insurance doctor on the web, healthinsurancedoctor.net.
Spring is here, Georgia. Now is the time to get your lawn looking its best, and nothing does the job like a Walker mower. With precision steering, incredible flexibility, and a beautiful cut, Walker mowers make spring lawn care effortless. Whether you're a pro landscaper or a proud homeowner, Walker helps you mow with perfection every time. Let's upgrade your cut. Visit Howard Brothers or find them online at howardbrothers.com and experience the Walker mower difference. The grass is always greener when you take care of it with Walker mower and Howard Brothers.
Hey, Georgia neighbors, it's time to expect more from your Medicare Advantage. Discover Sonder Health's custom plans tailored just for Georgians. Saunders offers unique benefits, including special plans for those living with chronic conditions. Some plans even come with grocery or gas benefits to support your overall well-being. Sonder Health makes it easy to get the coverage you need. See for yourself what today's Medicare Advantage can do for you. Visit SonderHealthPlans.com, a healthier state of life. Sonder Health Plans is an HMO and PPO with Medicare contracts. Enrollment in Sonder Health Plans depends on contract renewal.
Central Heating and Air Conditioning wants you to know the start of the new season is the perfect time to ensure your home's comfort. Don't wait like most people do to have your HVAC system serviced. Your home should have maintenance twice a year. Maintenance helps keep your system running at peak efficiency and extends the life of your equipment. So turn to Atlanta's Carrier experts for your system's maintenance. With Central, you get Carrier products, Carrier warranty, and Carrier peace of mind. It's allergy season, and Central Heating and Air can fix what ails your house and possibly your family with home ventilation and air quality products. Central has gas packages designed around health using variable speed, fresh air ventilation, air cleaners, air purifiers, dehumidifiers, and more. Central Heating and Air is one of the few second-generation, locally owned and operated HVAC companies in Atlanta. With Central, you're not just a number, you're a member of the family. It's been that way since 1947, and they've serviced over 100,000 customers right here in Atlanta. Call 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog in our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. Consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards, so you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
This is Tom with the Honest Car Guy.
Hey, what's with all this honesty stuff?
We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly.
How honestly?
We guarantee that each vehicle we sell will come with a bill of sale showing what we paid for the vehicle. You'll pay what we pay, plus our disclosed fee guaranteed.
No gimmicks or tricks?
Nope.
Man, this sounds like a new way to buy a car.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1 or visit honestcarguy.com.
The Morning Extra, every weekday on your drive to work on XTRA 106.3 FM and the XTRA 106.3 app.
Doge, and what they have found is that you have millions of people that were given basically social security numbers and the ability here, go vote, and you're going to get the max payout when it comes to taxes.
That's exactly
They're
right.
illegal.
Max benefit, max
They're not
payout.
supposed to be here.
And they're in the millions. They were looking for fraud, waste, and abuse when they stumbled upon the Social Security scam that was being used and implemented by the Biden administration to make sure that your vote didn't count, to cancel out your vote, to cancel out common sense, and to backfill with the people that they invited in. It was all a concerted effort.
Remember, we were told, well, they can't vote. They're not getting their taxpayer money.
You saw the mainstream media say it every day.
Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station is XTRA 106.3.
That would be we. Oh, I love this song. Wahoo! The Wolf, what is this? What's this?
Warren Zevon.
Werewolves in London.
Werewolls of London. There you go. Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Aaron's here, and Wiley's here. Hello, ma'am. How you doing? Are you folks here to see the old radio show? Well, I'll be damned. What's your name? What's that?
The Fox 5 weatherman.
The Fox 5 weather. Oh, my God. Is this your father here, is it? I'm just messing with you. Give your daughter. Got his army hat on. Can we give a microphone of some kind of this? Hold on a second. We're going to talk to you. Is that okay with you? We're at Stovall's Nursery Wholesale Supply Company. And actually, can you walking over here? That's right. Well, walk over here a little bit so we can get this thing out of here. All right. And this very nice lady came up. Oh, you want to talk to your husband here?
Tapping away.
You don't know who that is? All right. How you doing, mister? What's your name?
Bobby Hostlaw.
Hey, Bobby. And who's your friend here?
Sue Hostlaw.
All right. Now,
Sue Lane. I'll get it right. It's Sue Lane.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, what she said when she came up to me, do you remember what she said, or did you hear what she said?
No, I don't think I did.
She said hi to the Channel 5 weatherman.
Oh, yeah.
That was me back 1995 or something.
Yeah,
holy
early
cow.
90s.
Well, I don't know. I must not have been closer to. I can't hear it without one ear anyway.
Oh, I got you. Well, anyway.
We had to shoot them old big guns over there when I was in service, and they didn't even have no protection. I was in Germany there. They didn't even have no protection.
When were you serving in the Army?
Well, that's been. Sudie, when did I go in the Army? You know?
54.
Are you in the Korean War era or?
We were still shooting at Germans in 54?
No, it's German, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
It's Germany, yeah.
It's always good to
Yeah.
shoot German.
I'll be
Germany, yeah.
Well, anyway, it was
But
nice to see.
but it was over. I mean, the war was over, and Hitler had a big thing up on top of the mountain, Hitler's tea house, they called it.
Yeah.
Purchase garden.
Purchase garden, yeah, right. And I went up there one day and went in the. Well, I'm holding up everybody.
No, it was good.
I went in, got to go in through a tunnel.
Yeah.
And you go a good ways back in there and get on the elevator and go up.
Yeah.
Then you get up there and go through just keep going through another tunnel and go up. And they had 3 elevators you had to get to the top of that thing.
Huh.
And then they had that, what they call the big window there where you could sit, look out, and watch for the
enemy
coming.
Yeah.
And the guy that was up there at that time, the war was over. See, it wasn't no war. Anyway, he says, well, a lot of this stuff got stole up here a while after the war was over.
Yeah.
And he was looking after the place. And I told my wife, I said, I think I know who stole it. He probably got it.
Well, there you go. Wait, now are you coming here just to say? Have you heard the show before? And now this lady has apparently heard my name in the past or something. So.
Well, yeah. If she's heard it, I've heard it because we watch everything at the same time.
Well, thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure. If you'd like a Pete Davis book, we got a little American flag you can take with you. Here's an Army guy.
Yeah, I'll fly that.
Well, there you go. There you go.
This book.
It's a silly little sports book if you like sports.
Oh.
College football.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and now, Wiley, we probably go ahead and get your headphones back here. And what's your name again?
Bobby Host.
Bobby, nice to see you, Bobby.
Nice
Semper Fi, and thanks for your service.
Nice
Welcome home,
sir.
by the way. Army helmet.
Yeah, I just live right down across the creek here.
I'll be damned.
We come up here yesterday or the day before and got some rock.
Excellent. Well, she's going to get your headphone there before you take off. There you go.
Headset on there.
There you go.
Hi, Bobby.
Excellent. Outstanding. And you used to watch me on Channel 5 on the is that right? What's that?
We're still
okay, sure.
Well, as you should be. Well, that's so. Aren't you sweet to stop by? You got a little something to eat here and have a little thing? Outstanding.
What college team?
Well, you're very sweet to come by. It's very nice of you. It's nice to see you. That was a long time ago when I was doing Channel 5 weather. I know that. Oh, well, thank you very much for being here. That was cool. Give her Pete and Flounder. What a nice day. It's nice to see all these fine folks and stuff. I think I know there's a stranger over there, too. Is she, in fact, that's, well, we're going to talk to her, too. How are we doing? Are we okay on time? I got to do 4:41.
4:41.
Okie dokie. Yeah, come on. Yeah, bring her. Aaron, get your friend over here. Katie, Kathy. Yeah.
Here she comes.
What's that? You want me to sign that for you? We'll have Pete Davis sign it. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Here we go.
Take it. I got some more. I got more. Okay. You want a big one, too? Commercial. No, it's free. I'm going to get you one during a commercial. Okay. All of a sudden, people want the books.
Okay. All right. Talk while I'm signing this.
Okay. We got a lot of people showing up now. That's good. People getting off work, coming down here to Stovall. We're at 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton.
Man.
This is their 11th store, and it is a wonderful place to come get all kinds of
wholesale landscaper stuff. And I'm telling you, the bushes and the trees and the plants and the irrigation things it's really remarkable. Okay, all right. Put the headset on here. Have we got time for a minute?
Commercial.
Oh, commercial. Okay, well, we'll be back.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah, saved by the bell. No, you're not getting away that easy. Give her Pete Flounder, Aaron, and Wiley, and the whole crew, including KC, coming up here in a second on 106.3. How's your Wednesday? Oh, my God.
Listen to the Morning Extra, The Kimmer Show, Neil Bortz, and all your favorite Extra 106.3 personalities whenever you want with the all-new Extra app. It's anytime show replays, all your favorite podcasts, and the latest political news from across Georgia. Download the Extra 106.3 app now for Apple or Android.
Atlanta, it's Mark from the Safe House. Now that President Trump has unburdened us from what could have been, our country's finally headed in the right directions. But the Democrats are screaming and yelling and losing their minds. And unfortunately, the bad guys are still here, and they want your stuff. Thank you, Joe Biden. And customers are still reporting break-ins and thefts of their hard-earned valuables. Don't wait till it's too late. Get a quality safe from the Safe House. We carry the largest selection of safes in the Southeast. And remember, gun safes are sales tax free at Atlanta Safe House. So give us a call or go to atlantasafehouse.com.
I enjoy a good night's sleep, and I like to breathe while I'm sleeping. My wife appreciates that too. That's why I wear a CPAP. You want the right machine. You want expert advice. You want all the supplies that go with it. You get it all at CPAPs, etc. in Alpharetta. Machines, masks, tubing, filters, cleaning supplies, all of it, and they ship nationwide. Walk-ins, by the way, are welcome. CPAPs, etc. Alpharetta, CPAPSETC.com.
At Nelson Elder Care Law, we understand that family's everything. That's why we prioritize your family's future with personalized asset protection solutions. Call us today to schedule your legacy planning meeting and discover how our team can tailor our services to meet your family's unique needs, ensuring a secure and worry-free future. NelsonElderCareLaw.com.
You know the old expression, I love it when a plan comes together? Well, with our First Liberty Notes, this has been so true. Hello, I'm Brant Frost, founder of First Liberty Building and Loan. You hear about our family's company all the time right here on the station. For over 30 years, we've been the local lender who said yes when the big banks say no. A couple of months ago, we opened up our First Liberty Notes program to Main Street investors just like you, and the response has been just incredible. Folks from airline pilots to physicians to even pastors are now earning 8 to 13% interest rates while helping to fuel the growth of local small businesses. If you're a qualified investor with a minimum of $25,000, you too could be earning 8 to 13% interest. We'd love to have you join our First Liberty family today. Go to FirstLibertyGA.com and see if our First Liberty Notes are right for you. Go to FirstLibertyGA.com. That's FirstLibertyGA.com.
First Liberty Notes are not obligations of or guaranteed by any financial institution and are not secured by any collateral. They are not FDIC insured or guaranteed by any government agency. You could lose money. SEC accredited investor status must be verified. Securities not offered in any jurisdiction in which it is unlawful.
It's the NRA Annual Meetings and Exhibits at the World Congress Center, April 25th to 27th. 14 acres of guns and gear from the most popular brands, political speakers, self-defense and firearm training seminars, a Saturday night concert featuring Big and Rich, NRA Youth Day, and much more. It's a freedom-filled weekend with something for everyone. Tickets just $10. NRA members get in free. Visit NRAtickets.com. That's NRAtickets.com. You don't want to miss this.
Is that us? We're back on. How you doing? Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Aaron's here, and Wiley's here, and Casey's here, and the nice lady who's she used to talk to about their show quite a bit with her husband standing around, and she felt sorry for me one time, and her husband finally said, "We are not adopting the Kimmer." So anyway, some folks are stopping by. Again, we're at Stovall's Wholesale Landscaping Company, and they actually have some food here, and folks are stopping by. They had kind of a lunch for the contractors and builders who used their supplies earlier today, and we're here till 6 o'clock doing the show. And again, it's 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. It's their new store they just opened, celebrating, and this place is huge. They must have 10,000 plants and buckets with flowering. I mean, it's just beautiful. Roses and exotic things and stuff from all over. It's really pretty cool. And if you're a landscaper, builder doing a backyard for somebody or whatever, they've got your stuff. You know, Stovall, it's a family business. Been doing this for 75 years or something. Anyway, so that's where we are. If you want to stop by and have a little fun or say hi or whatever. Our birthday list includes that naughty little Ellen Barkin. Man, she used to be so hot. Ellen Barkin is 71.
Really? I never really got that.
She wasn't hot and pretty or like the beautiful girl next door. She was sexy. I mean, she had the look, the trampy look about her. The Big Easy, Sea of Love, Ocean's 13.
Big Easy, she was good in.
Yeah, and she was also in Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Didn't see that.
You know, so oh man, what a funny movie that was with. The girl who was, I can't.
The one with the face?
The one with the big head and the blonde with funny teeth, and she was in one of the, not Batman.
Renee Zellweger?
Not Batman. Who's the guy who glue sticks to building?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. She was in the blonde Spider-Man movie.
Oh, Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst starred in the movie, Drop Dead Gorgeous, as about a beauty queen, and Ellen Barkin was somebody's her mother, I guess it was, and she had been in an explosion in her trailer park, and her beer can was fused to her fingers. So, I mean, it was just a bizarre story.
Kirsten Dunst in one of the Fargo episodes was really good.
Yeah. Anyway, so that Ellen Barkin was in all those movies, and she was in Ocean's 13. Got seduced by the cologne of Matt Damon. Anyway, Ellen Barkin, 71
who hasn't?
years old. Well, I think we've all been there. 71 today. And bizarre story in the news and history on this day. If I missed her phone to open up there for me there. Here we go. It was 1947, and there was a French ship in a Texas City, Texas port carrying 2,200 tons of ammonium nitrate. More than 2,000 tons of ammonium nitrate, French ship. Mm-hmm. There was a fire, and then there was an explosion, and there was a chain of fires because of the ship blowing up, including a chemical plant. It killed 500 people and destroyed the entire town. There was a 28-man volunteer fire department. All but one were killed. Mm-hmm. It was the deadliest industrial accident in American history. The fire, they couldn't put out the fire. It produced a 15-foot wave, leveled 1,000 buildings. Their 2-ton anchor was thrown 2 miles away. The explosion ignited 9,000 tons of nitrate and 1,800 short tons of sulfur of a ship docked 600 feet away, and they were still blowing up 15 hours later. 1947, Port of Texas. Holy cow.
Blew up real good.
Yeah, it was Big Time Charlie blow up. By the way, for the record, Ringo Starr's kid, Zach Starkey, got fired from The Who because they said...
Because it's Wednesday.
Well, they said... he said he was blindsided, and Roger Daltrey said, no, there were issues by their standards. His drumming wasn't as high as everybody wanted. Wow. He had gotten upset that he was overplaying during their gigs.
Keith Moon never did that.
No, I know. Daltrey said, to sing the song I do, need to hear the key, and I can't. All I've got is drums going boom, 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 and I can't sing to that. I'm sorry, guys, he said to the crowd at the show in March. And so after he suffered from a blood clot in his leg, took a break from the other band, and then Starkey came back, and then they fired him. He'd been the drummer since 1996.
They've been firing each other and arguing on stage and getting in fights on stage with each other since the 60s.
I guess he was with them for the 2012 Olympics, 2010 Super Bowl. Keith Moon, the drummer, passed away in 1978 at 32. John Entwistle died in 2002. Yeah. Anyways.
In fact, Moon and Entwistle were talking with Jimmy Page about leaving The Who and joining Jimmy Page before Zeppelin. And that's when he was discussing, well, I got a new band going, and we're calling it Led... And Moon, or one of them said, I'll go over like a Led Zeppelin.
Like a Led Zeppelin, yeah. Oh, cool. Let's see. Kimber, Pete, and Flounder, 451 404 741 1230 741 1230. And we're here again at Stovall's Family Business Wholesale Suppliers on Union Hill Road in Canton. And Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, but the kid we're talking about, the Texas teenager who plunged a knife into the heart of another Texas teenager and killed him, and has now been out on bail and has just bought a new car, and they're living in a $900,000 home in a gated community while they go through the process of having their black son get away with murdering a white teenager, and who claimed he did it in self-defense.
Now, they can get away with saying they moved because they had to move for security. How do they explain the car?
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, it's not a GoFundMe, but there is an account set up to raise money, theoretically, for the defense. Okay, what happened? There was a fight or a feud. They were at a meet, an athletic meet in Texas.
Well, why does he need a new car?
Yeah, well, so they raised money, and the families raised over $500,000, and it was theoretically for the lawyer's fees to get the kid a defense. So all of a sudden now, the family said, well, now we've got death threats, so we have to move. So they're now renting a $4,000 a month house in a suburban community, and now in the driveway is a brand new black Acura. and a white Suburban with the temporary tags on them still. And the neighbors are saying, oh, wait a minute now, he got a new car, there's a paper tag on it. And they're saying, not good, not good. I don't think he should be out. The family's not poor. If they live in a gated community, they're not poor, that's for sure. They've been deliveries all over the place, dropping off Amazon trucks.
You can buy T-shirts now. You go online and buy a T-shirt with his face on it.
Yeah.
For target practice, maybe? I don't know.
Again, this is for the 17-year-old black athlete who stabbed the 17-year-old white athlete, and the black athlete said it was a matter of self-defense, although the indication was that the only thing that ever might have happened to him was that somebody touched his elbow saying, you're in the wrong tent. You're not part of our team. What are you doing in here? And they got an argument about it, so the kid said, touch me and see what happens to you. And then he pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the heart and killed the guy.
Sounds like he was going in there wanting to do that.
It was obviously there was a thing going on.
Between
and again,
the two.
how the hell could he get away? How could he be out of prison? I mean, the other guy wasn't armed. There wasn't a fist fight rolling on the floor, and he was, being strangled, so he stabbed him in self-defense or anything. It was nonsense.
Richard, yes, Kyle Rittenhouse spent almost 90 days in jail for killing 2 pedophiles.
Yeah. Anyway, so
doing the public a service,
and now they're buying new cars with some of the money. There's a lot of pressure. Living in a gated community, safety of the children, but security details are not cheap. However, buying new cars. And if they ask the family, how come you're not using that the defense money of your own to pay for the bond? That's the other thing. They didn't even use the bond, the money for that to pay for the bond. Anyway, it's just, here we go.
We got 2 breaking stories. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, has just ended the State Department's CFIM, known as the Global Engagement Center. They were the people who censored everybody on Twitter and X and Facebook and all the other places. And Elon Musk says they can run, but they can't hide. So he's just fired all of them. And it turns out the man who firebombed Josh Shapiro's governor's mansion in Pennsylvania is a Marxist and Free Palestine activist.
Oh, in other words, a Jew hater Democrat.
Well, he may even be Jewish. So why is he going after this governor?
Well, because he's a Democrat.
Well, he's a Palestinian nut job is what he is.
Well, he said, and those people don't vote Republican.
He's a Marxist, which means he votes Democrat because it's the same thing these days.
Yeah. And by the way, I didn't read the whole story, but I saw a headline. Apparently, Rubio's State Department is going to be cut maybe in half. They may be chopping his budget in half of things that are no longer. In fact, Donald Trump is also talking about cutting out, either eliminating almost entirely the budget for NATO, as well as the United Nations. Good. Saying we're going to concentrate on doing things for America. Well, if NATO's going to do the things they're doing in Europe and not even paying their fair share, what are we talking about? So now he's talking about NATO and the United Nations and cutting the State Department almost in half. Getting rid of duplicity.
The future is in Central and South America. It's on our own side of the world now. That's the future.
Yeah. And again, that's why he spent so much time on
Indonesia and Southeast Asia. That's the 2 best places that we should be involved in right now.
Yeah.
Let Europeans deal with their own problems. They drugged the world into 2 world wars and a Cold War in the last 100 years.
Well, again, Donald Trump has changed everything, and it's not this whole tariff thing has just led to relations with foreign countries concerning everything involving America. He's changing the whole world. He's changing the outlook of the planet, dealing with America again the way they used to deal with the British Empire. I think it almost sounds to me like, well, you had you had Rome running everything, and and then you had the British Empire, and there was. I think Donald Trump is trying to get back to where everything centers around America as the power of the world, and everybody's going to have to get with the ball game.
He's making a choice. You're going to go with China, or you're going to go with us.
And China can't. I don't think China can afford to keep up the competition, can they?
Their demographics and their economy are imploding.
And I don't know how they keep saying they're building a coal plant about every 4 days in China. Apparently, I don't know what they're going to do, who they're going to put in to run them.
It's like they built all those apartments, condos, and homes. There's nobody to move into them.
Let's see. Again, and the judge, that Judge James Pussbrain has, I might have mispronounced that, has found probable cause to hold the Trump administration in contempt of court because he didn't turn around those two planes taking the gangbang killers to El Salvador. And again, the Democrats' favorite people now are the El Salvador gangbangers that they want to come back to America. They're doing everything they can to come back to America. That other girl judge who ruled that those 530,000 people who came in on that credit card program that Biden did, where they said all they have to do is say, "Oh yeah, somebody's going to sponsor me if you get me to America." They gave them a PIN number. They get the PIN number, say I have a sponsor, and they gave them a free plane ride to America in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
530,000, and Donald Trump's canceling that deal. He says, "No, that's not." The deal was that you would get that credit card or that PIN number, and you would get here, and you would put you on a fast track because you had somebody to help you. What's that?
Founders Fund.
Oh, that Founders Funnies. So I just said that.
Now, in America, I'm pretty sure we're the only country that does this. There are some advantages with IVF. Because you fertilize the eggs outside the body, you know what gender the embryo is before you implant it. So technically, you could choose the gender of your baby. Right? It's pretty cool, no? I told my wife, I was like, listen, if you want to choose the gender, we can choose the gender, okay? I'm just letting you know now, whatever gender we choose is going to stay that one. Yeah. They're not coming back here 15 years later. I identify as, I got paperwork. I don't give a I spent 30 grand on a boy. I'm getting a boy. Okay? You want to be a girl, you owe me 30 grand. I raised you better than that. You have to steal from me. I'll let you buy your freedom for 30 grand. You better go out there and get a job. That's what you better do. I recommend getting a job as a man because women make 25% less. But listen.
Who's that, Flounder?
Mr. Andrew Schultz right there.
Oh, we've heard him before.
I had him yesterday, yeah.
Coming up,
you did you?
What's that? Did I?
Phrasing.
There you go. A daughter stands up to the bully and gets in trouble for it, and the dad says this is very, very wrong. If it had been me, I'd been in awaiting bond hearing. Kim Repeat, Flounder, and Aaron and Wiley, and we're at Stovall's on Union Hill Road in Kent. Come see us till 6 o'clock. Look out. Almost 5 o'clock. I can't believe it. Holy Crap Sports coming up.
Streaming across Georgia on the XTRA 106.3 app. This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station. XTRA 106.3.
A federal flight delay. I'm John Saucier, Fox News. A federal judge says he's found probable cause to hold the Trump administration in contempt for failing to return two planes deporting migrants to El Salvador last month. Fox's Rich Edson is at the White House.
U.S. District Judge James Boasberg says he has given Trump administration officials ample opportunity to explain their actions and that their responses have been unsatisfactory. He writes in this order, quote, "The court ultimately determines that the government's actions on that day demonstrate a willful disregard for its order, sufficient for the court to conclude that probable cause exists to find the government in criminal contempt." This is all over the administration's failure to return planes that left for El Salvador full of alleged gang members in mid-March. Boasberg says if the Justice Department refuses to answer his next questions, he will refer the matter for prosecution.
White House Communications Director Stephen Chung writes on X, quote, "We plan to seek immediate appellate relief. The president is 100% committed to ensuring that terrorists and criminal illegal migrants are no longer a threat to Americans and their communities across the country." Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen traveling to El Salvador, advocating for Kilmar Abrego Garcia to be returned to the U.S. after being wrongfully detained in Maryland and sent to a migrant detention center. Senator Van Hollen tells the press Abrego Garcia was in the United States legally.
If you listen to President Trump and the Trump administration, you would think that the U.S. courts have found that Mr. Abrego Garcia is part of MS-13, but in fact, they have not found that.
Attorney General Pam Bondi.
ICE testified. An immigration judge ruled he was a member of MS-13. An appellate judge ruled he was a member of MS-13.
America's listening to Fox News.
On January 20th, 2025, the White House declared a national emergency. It really wouldn't be a surprise if we started experiencing more frequent power outages as well as electromagnetic pulse or EMP attacks that could fry all electronics in the country and shut down the grid for months or even years. Most people will not survive without electricity. This is why My Patriot Supply just released the new Grid Doctor 3300, the first solar generator with a revolutionary EMP intercept technology. It's a groundbreaking system that protects your backup power from devastating EMP attacks, ensuring your family stays safe and comfortable when everybody else is left in the dark. With an industry-leading 3,300 watts of power, it runs everything from refrigerators to freezers to medical devices and power tools. Plus, it includes a free 200-watt waterproof solar panel for unlimited renewable energy. So don't wait until it's too late. Get your Grid Doctor 3300 with EMP intercept technology now at MyPatriotSupply.com. Secure your family's future at MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right a blank. Ready on your dog target. Road guards out. How you doing? Look out, it's only me, Kimber and Pete Davis and Flounder and Aaron and Wiley and the whole crew at Stovall's Wholesale Family Landscaping Supply Business, 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton, here till 6 o'clock. This is their store number 11, kind of a grand opening thing going on today. They were feeding all the contractors early. We still have some food steer. People are stopping by to say howdy. Patricia's here and Scotty the window guy, who's now actually Just Doors. If you look that up, you get your door fixed. Is also here, and the whole Stovall team and the families here and the crew and visitors, and we're just having some fun. Our number, if you want to join us, 404-741-1230, 741-1230, and we got the news, we got stuff, we didn't do tweets, or we got Home Cover Sports coming out. You want to do some tweets? We'll do some tweets here.
Right now,
Let's do that. And then, again, more there. Once in a while, we're getting more and more stories of families who are getting fed up with the way their kids are being treated in school. A couple examples coming up. First, can you turn up my headphones a little bit there, Wiley? I don't know. I can barely hear the station all of a sudden. There we go. That's better. Pete Davis, Pete's tweets right here.
Babylon Bee headline reads, Harvard warns loss of federal funding will cripple their ability to find a final solution to the Jewish problem. Harvard. You know, it's not far from the truth with Harvard these days. They got that new U-boat on the crew, too.
That's right.
Brad posted a warning that your sex robot could be hacked and programmed to kill you. To which Leo responds, how's that different from a real girlfriend? And sign on a German Shepherd that reads, 3 hours after Dad hung the new screen door, I came through it like the Kool-Aid Man. And their sport.
Oh, there you go. That was our tweets or sports or whatever. Anyway, Kimber Pete Flounder, 404-741-1230, 741-1230. In Texas, there's video in a school, in a classroom. A teenage boy slaps a girl in the face in front of the class. The girl points out what he just did to the teacher, and the teacher just stands there frozen. The girl then takes a swing at the boy who'd been tormenting her all year. They wrestle each other to the ground. The boy pins, the boy's larger, he's a bigger guy, to the girl, pins her to the ground, starts yelling all these vicious, horrible profanities at her. Another student's trying to get the guy off the girl. The teacher runs from the classroom. The boy punches the girl a few times where they eventually are separated. And they were called in before the district thing, and they both got suspended for 3 days, claiming it was a mutual fight. The boy's father says, whoa, hold on a second, is complaining to the district. The video shows his daughter was a victim and acted in self-defense after the kid slapped her. He said, how could there be confusion in a situation like this? As plain as day, assault of a boy on a girl. When did that change to be okay? The boy was a football player, had been harassing his daughter the entire year. In fact, her boyfriend is also a football player who warned the bully to stop fooling around with her. It didn't end there. The boy confronted the girl in front of class, apparently, because of what the boyfriend said, and then slapped her. And now the girl's parents want to sue, and they're going after him for a criminal charge.
Good.
They want criminal charges against the boy, which are obvious.
Yeah, it's on film.
My God, they got the video. If you are confronted by another student, you should avoid from striking back.
No.
Is what the disciplinary people say. It says regardless if you start the fight, if you're both fighting, you can be disciplined accordingly.
I'm fully convinced that most bullying still occurs because of, one, teachers and the administration of these schools.
That's right. They
don't stop it and nip it in the bud.
And again, I will say this, too. I've told this to my daughters. I've told it to all the young girls. And if you have young daughters listening, once again, it's very easy for a girl who maybe not is particularly physically aggressive. Your own daughter may not be the kind of... If you need to send a message to a bully, if you pop him right on the end of the nose, a big wham right on the end of the nose, it's going to start bleeding. And when a bully sees his own blood, chances are it's going to mess him up. So if you just give a little pop right there in the end of the nose and then go for the throat shot and the testicle charge later, but get pop right in the end of the nose.
All right.
See, Wiley knows what I'm talking
she's
about.
Hit many of it. Walking in today, she struck her.
Anyway.
I did not.
You thought about it.
For sure.
And then, now there's this in Valley Mills Elementary School in Indianapolis. This happened yesterday, apparently. An Indiana mother has been arrested because her daughter's 6th grade teacher had a work assignment that had something to do with same-sex relationships. And so the mother stormed into the school and says, wait a minute, you can't be teaching that stuff. Now what the hell's going on here? And she wanted to take her kid out of school and do some homeschooling or something. And police showed up and asked if it was a slur. The mother apparently also had a gun on her in her waistband. She says, I forgot that was in there. And so now they've arrested the mother after bringing a gun to school and threatening the teacher over the LGBTQ Act. I don't know what's going on in schools these days. Good grief. When's the last time you were in a school? Actual working school with children? I mean, as a visitor. Well, I mean, as a visitor. I mean, I don't know what schools are like. Are they?
I can't remember last time I was in a school.
The last time I was invited to go to a school, it was to give to a class to what's it like being in the media kind of deal. But that was probably 30 years ago.
Yeah, I voted over there in Inman Park. That was
and all they wanted to know was how much money you make. Nobody really cared about the business. I mean, sure, it was really depressing.
How much did you make?
Well, at the time I was doing pretty well. That was a long time ago, though. Yeah, anyway, but I don't know what's going on in schools. I can't imagine. I think it's the teachers' union's one of the most dangerous in America, the big one. Anyway, how we doing? Are we doing okay? 5-1. Oh my God, we got Hoy Grappa Sports is coming up, and the White House is still. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. There's kind of a. Tell me what you think about this. 2 stories: Gene Hackman's death and his wife's death. More heartbreaking information's coming out. She apparently had been going on the internet trying to find out about COVID problems. She apparently died from the disease you get from plants and
rats,
from rats. I mean, from animals and so forth. And it was all through the house in the area in Santa Fe, at their home area. And now there's more video that shows that their puppy, their German Shepherd, stayed next to Gene Hackman's body the whole time. And that could have been days and days and days. And the puppy never left. And the other thing that came out today, there's video now, there's actual pictures, and it shows the interior of the house, and it shows all of the love notes that Gene Hackman would leave for his wife just around the house. And it was things like, thanks for helping out on that lunch. I really love you, sweetie. Signed, G. Or, it was so. I used to do things like that, is I leave little love notes.
Did it work?
No.
Okay.
Well, it worked until, before I talk, I don't want to talk about me, but the reason I mention this up, I almost feel kind of bad about it. I mean, I feel good that Gene Hackman was still a loving old man at that age, and he loved his wife and was leaving her little love notes. And then I thought to myself, isn't that kind of personal that we're looking at Gene Hackman's love notes?
Well,
he's a celebrity, so we all know he died, and it was a horrible thing. And there's like 50 things we know about it. So is this just another okay? I felt kind of bad that his love notes, his family would have wanted to keep in his possession. I don't know.
I feel more concerned about the dog because they say when someone dies, you should bring the dog in and let him see the body because dogs know death.
Yeah, to accept it.
Well, this dog seems a little slow.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I know about leaving.
At some
love
point,
notes,
you get up and walk away.
Well, I made the mistake of leaving. One time I left 7 love notes. I put one in her underwear drawer and her sock drawer and then her mirror and the places where she would go and she was fine. And then of course this was like for something a special occasion. And then next year I only left 6. And so she remembered. I guess you don't love me as much as you did before, did you? Oh no, golly dear, I guess I'll probably do that again next year. Maybe I'll leave you like 50. How about maybe 75? How about that? It'd be great. Jeez, I got my own man, my dad, God bless him, the greatest man I've ever known. When my mother turned 70, he left her 70 presents in the house, and she had to go get them by number. 70, and then she had to go find 69, and then 68, and to get them all to go down to the number 1 present. He made her go look to hunt for the house, taking 70 presents by declining number.
Did he get lucky?
He and my father, believe me. But she ran that. Well, she had 5 kids, and she was an old-fashioned homemaker, man. She also coached girls softball and all that kind of stuff, and she was a pistol. Your mom and my mom would have gotten along great. Anyway, Kimber P. Founder, Holy Crapper Sports is coming up. We're at Stovall's 9,500 Union Hill Road. 95, shut up, it's a big number. 9,500 Union Hill Road in Canton till 6 o'clock. You're running out of time. Patricia's here, and Scotty the window guy, Just Doors. He's here too, and somewhere everybody's hanging out. Look out, here we go. Stand by. Peach Day.
Let's be here to enjoy the Left's Meltdown together. XTRA 106.3 is dialed into all the latest breaking news and headlines, so you don't have to suffer through the left-wing spin. Get it right from Atlanta's only conservative voice. XTRA 106.3 FM and the XTRA app.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm actually looking forward to going back to Dr. Dina Giesler, my official Kimber dentist. Atlanta Smiles is the name of her practice. And again, this is like going to a spa. A huge difference between some of the modern dental practices have this big corporate kind of conveyor belt. I don't know. Dr. Dina, I've known her for 30 years. She has this, she has a guy doctor there too, but she has this whole staff filled with women who, honestly, they make the place brighter. They're happy, they're professional, they love their country, they love what they do, and they make sure you're taken care of when you're in their care. Honestly, you'll smile when you go in and smile when you go out. If you're looking for cosmetic things from veneers or cleaning bridges, crowns, all that stuff, including a thing she's doing, building a little thing, got a thing down there, with AI, modern technology. And don't forget the doggy. Yeah, she has a little doggy there. Maybe you'll be lucky if you want a little doggy to take a nap while you're getting your work done at the dentist. Darndest thing you ever saw. Happiest place you ever saw. By the way, she's a veteran, or maybe a dentist, and so veterans get 10% off the top. Here's the number, 404-262-7733. They got your smile waiting for you. AtlantaSmiles.com.
Springtime is here. Looking for a fun weekend with family, friends, and the kids? The Mitsubishi Electric Classic, presented by Venture, Georgia's only PGA Tour Champions event, returns to Metro Atlanta April 25th through the 27th. Pick your favorite hole to watch along the ropes or find public seating throughout the course. Enjoy scenic views, specialty cocktails, and fun for the whole family. Children 15 and under receive complimentary tickets with purchase by an adult. Join the excitement at TPC Sugarloaf in Duluth, Georgia from April 25th through the 27th. Tickets are available at MitsubishiElectricClassic.com/tickets.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience Major League Clean at Tidal Wave, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves. Stay clean car happy all season long with membership discounts, exclusive giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for details.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
Advisory services offered through Master Plan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Master Plan Retirement Consultants. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Retirement means different things to different people. Some folks want to travel the world.
Some folks want to spend more time with grandkids. For me, I'm looking forward to spending more time with my guitar. Whether extravagant and robust or simple and cozy, every retirement needs a plan. You wouldn't take a trip without directions. You have to know where you are before you know where you're going. Master Plan Retirement Consultants have helped many like you plan for their own retirement. Not only does Master Plan help you create the roadmap, they join you on the journey. So whether you want to travel the world, become a pickleball champ, or just looking for a good porch, a sturdy rocking chair, and an acoustic guitar, remember to plan well because the destination is worth it. Visit masterplanretire.com to schedule your complimentary consultation today.
If you're the decision maker at your company, we have great news for you, for your HR department, and for your employees. A new and future-forward way to do health benefits is here from Thatch. Not only do your employees get better health benefits with Thatch, but you save an average of $1,620 per employee per year. That's right. You can save over $1,600 per employee per year. Plus, Thatch reduces the time your HR department spends administering benefits. Businesses all over the country love Thatch's breakthrough approach. Rather than a wasteful one-size-fits-all plan, Thatch empowers your employees by letting them customize their own benefits plans. And you save money and time while providing your employees with better health benefits, which works better for everyone. Book a demo with Thatch and we'll send you a $100 gift card. Visit thatch.ai/radio to book a demo for your gift card. That's THATCH.ai/radio. Thatch.ai/radio.
1994 this day, the first woman inducted into the National Comedy Hall of Fame. It was Minnie Pearl, who had also been in the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1975. And now, sponsored by RBM of Atlanta, Holy Crap at Sports with Pete Davis.
You need a hoe?
I need a hoe. They got hose?
They got hose.
They got everything.
They got blue hose up there in case you need to tie something down.
I love it.
Water it.
Stovall's, Union Hill Road in Canton.
That's right. And a leaf blower we're going to try out later.
Leaf blowers. Oh, they got tractor. They got everything up here.
See, I'm delaying doing sports because it's not good news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Spencer Strider came
back. Oh, no.
He's been fighting for a year to come back from the elbow injury and everything like that. And he showed up today.
Yeah.
He showed up to play.
The
rest of the team decided to take the day off. Like they've taken the season off so far. At least the Bats have. Spencer Strider became the fastest pitcher to 500 strikeouts in Major League history, doing it in 335 innings pitched. That's better than Nolan Ryan. That's better than Roger Clemens. It's better than Christy Mathewson. Sandy Koufax. He's the quickest to 500 strikeouts.
Wow.
Spencer Strider.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Unfortunately, the Braves lose 3-1. The only run, Drake Baldwin, the rookie, hit a home run in the ninth inning.
Holy man.
How bad has it gotten? Let me tell you. Let's see. They lost 3-1. The hitter struck out. How many times do you think Braves hitters struck out today?
4.
You know, there's only 27 outs.
27 outs.
4?
The 27
Higher.
outs for 7.
Higher.
11.
Higher.
26.
19.
Oh, my God.
That's the franchise. It ties the franchise record. It's one shy of the Major League record.
Well, who was pitching? Or they're just trying too hard?
Did they bring Roger Clemens back? Did they bring Dave Stieb back? No, it's just a normal Blue Jays guy.
Well, didn't we hire a new pitching coach? Are they going to bring him? A batting coach.
Well, they've been struggling since last year, especially with the strikeouts. But this year, it's been abysmal. And you got to wonder, at what point do you point a finger?
Well,
it gets worse. It gets worse here. Let me see what I got here. Michael Harris II, Austin Riley, and Matt Olson, 1 for 12 with 11 strikeouts. The first two guys both had golden sombreros. That's 4 strikeouts.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. Strider went 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. So he came to play. The Bats decided after that first game, so they lose another series. I don't even want to tell you. I don't want to tell you what the record is right now, but they're in last place. Well, I'll tell you. They're 5-13, 6 games behind the first place Mets. They are digging themselves a hole that they may not be able to come out of.
Well,
and this is a team with all-stars all over the place. So you got to wonder what's going on.
Well, I mean, seriously, pitching hasn't changed that much from one year to the next. I mean, the pitcher's still throwing balls that move and fast and everything else. So how do you possibly explain
the approach has been abysmal. especially with men in scoring position. They're swinging.
Is there a new
everything.
philosophy? Are they saying wait for a breaking ball or take a chance on the first pitch? I mean, is there a thing that they're trying to do which obviously isn't working, or they're just struggling because they're trying too hard, or trying to see the ball earlier? I mean, there must be something going on in their heads where their body's not connecting.
They're pressing, but I just saw a graphic that showed Michael Harris. There's men on second and third or something like that in one of the innings, and it was like an 8-pitch at bat, and he struck out swinging on a pitch that was a foot or two outside of the strike zone. Like, why are you
trying
swinging
to
at
hit
a
the
pitch
ball,
like that?
trying too hard to hit the ball. Yeah, wow.
And for everybody to go into with a team like this, you really only need 2 or 3 guys going at the one time. They can't get anybody going.
Yeah,
you got to win. They're off tomorrow, then they're home against the Twins. So come on.
Maybe comeback time. Hopefully.
All right, we got some things with Wiley Ballard that's still coming on.
This is what a story! In fact, somebody was saying it's in India. The people of India are reacting to Wiley back from the Braves.
Chris tweets: men noticing women and playfully, politely conversing about connecting is one of the most insanely inappropriate things you ever seen. That's what some ugly woman sports writer wrote. Insanely inappropriate. He says, "Let me guess. You've never once posted here about men pretending to be women beating the hell out of women in their sport, though, right?"
Yeah, right.
Okay. Braves fan T, stop ruining things for all the normal people.
Yeah. Regular people.
Yeah. Plague Trucker. That's a great name. Plague Trucker. I guess it's plague all around the country.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm never going to miss out on a potential wife and soulmate because a 3 out of 10 might find it inappropriate to ask for her number. Money Mosh. This world is absolutely cooked if this is inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. How could anybody? We talked to Wiley, a young lady, and Aaron here, too. Aaron, you know about the Braves guy, Wiley, and talking to the 2 girls in the stands. Is that so offensive to you that you can't stand? Here's Aaron, sorry, sales executive girl.
That was not inappropriate.
I mean, how could anybody not find joy or just a sweet little, I
thought it was super sweet.
As opposed to swiping on your cell phone to try to find a mate. You're actually talking to a human being and reacting and seeing their eyes and their smile and their human being stuff, which, I mean, my God, how could anybody be negative about that?
Well, and especially hearing the background of it, they were kind of just poking at him and saying, "Oh yeah, what try to get the numbers."
And he was telling them too, which they were in on the whole thing. It was all funny. It was fun and happy.
And I think a lot of times people just want something to complain about, and that's
sports
what it was
writers
for today.
That's what they do.
I mean, right.
I think young women are being denied the opportunity to have better life experiences, getting to know human being, people, guys, just because of the reaction to things like this.
Yeah,
I mean, my God, how could you not just be? There must be some emotion in you, and then they hold it back or are afraid to let it.
A vocal minority is trying to control everybody else, all the normals.
Make you afraid of I mean, it's just crazy. Self-censorship for some reason.
They gave him their numbers, so
it
must have been too.
Yeah, and they went for a drink and they had fun. So God bless America.
It could have been Domino's number, but what the hell? It's still a number.
Yeah. Oh, I've had that before.
I bet
one
you
girl
have.
gave me a number for the police station. Yeah, gave me the address and phone number for the local cop shop.
Did you get a date for that?
Very funny.
This is the police. Well, you doing anything later?
Hello.
All right, Georgia running back Branson Robinson plans to enter the transfer portal, according to reports on the internet.
Okay.
It's always true what the internet says there. Let's see. Gabon. There's a country. Where's Gabon? Gabon.
Gabon is in Western Africa.
Patricia knows. Yeah, that's right. Africa.
West Africa.
That's right. She was in the Peace Corps, so she knows it. Former FC Cincinnati forward and Gabonese, I guess what you would call him, Aaron Bupenza, is dead after falling from the 11th floor of a building in China.
Oh, my.
Now, it wasn't the fall that killed him.
No, it was a sudden stop.
Bupenza.
That's wrong.
It turns out Bupenza had information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. Too soon? Too soon?
No, never too soon.
Hawks lost in Orlando last night, 120-95 in the play-in game. So does this mean, I'll ask our basketball expert, does this mean the season is over for our Atlanta Hawks?
No, they play again on Friday night, and then if they win that game, they'll play on Sunday. But if they lose that game, they're done.
I knew she would know that.
There you
I knew
are.
she'd know that. Well, okay. Trae Young ejected by the refs after 2 technical fouls. One time he tried to pass the basketball to the referee. That's not allowed.
Oh, no.
Is that allowed in basketball?
No.
Can you
bounce it off his
pass
chest? Or...
You can give the referee the ball, but if you do it with sass, then that's not okay.
And that was like the second thing he did, and they asked him to leave. Very nice.
You take it.
Former Vols quarterback Nico Kamanawanalea is now signing with UCLA.
Famous Hawaiian
famous Hawaiian guy, yes. Let's see. UNC's head coach, Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
How old do you think he turns today?
Well, I happen to have the answer in front of me, but I know his girlfriend turns, 24, 26,
well, he's
maybe?
73.
73 years old.
Just got to shake his hand.
His birthday's today?
His
birthday's today.
Mine's tomorrow. We almost share birthdays.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, don't tell him that. I'll try and date you.
Well, happy birthday tomorrow. I'll bring you your cookie on Friday, a day late.
What are you, 20?
I'll be turning 24. No, 23. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
I added
Don't
a year.
age yourself.
I know.
God's sake, you don't look 20.
It's my Jordan year.
Okay, he's your Jordan year. I just turned a Beatles song.
65?
When I'm 64.
When I'm 64, of course. When I'm 64.
Yeah, will you still love me? Well, the answer was no, obviously.
Well, no, not clearly no.
Let's see. He's old enough to date 30-year-olds now, Bill is, at 73.
Excellent.
And on this date, what is today? The 16th? April 16th.
16th.
1935. You remember it well.
I do.
Were you grade school?
Yeah, I was in 7th grade.
Babe Ruth debuts as a Boston Brave, had a single and a home run off Hall of Fame lefty screwballer Carl Hubble.
Oh, no kidding.
That's right, Carl Hubble.
Wow.
I believe was with the New York Giants. Braves won 4-2. Where did he hit his last 3 home runs? And what team was he playing for?
Oh, you would ask me that.
I would. This is my want.
Well, I don't know. I don't remember.
Where are the Cardinals always playing?
St. Louis.
Okay, we got that from yesterday.
Well, I was going to say, but I don't remember.
He was playing for the Boston Braves, and he hit 3 home runs in Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, and I think he was the first man to hit it over the right field stands.
No kidding.
And he came back to the dugout and said, "That last one felt good, boys." And then he retired a few days later.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's sports.
Well, not quite, sir. I beg your pardon.
I'm us.
Well, our other birthday list of sports includes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 78 years old today.
The Skyhook,
by the way. And we're not quite done yet. On this day in... Oh, hold on.
Did you have a Skyhook?
What's that?
100%. Do you guys want to see my highlights?
I do.
Don't blow the knee out again.
Oh, my God.
I'll show you my highlights later on.
Okay.
All right. Well, I text him and we'll post them.
Oh, we don't have to do that.
Oh, I promise I won't post them then.
Okay.
We should play her in a game of horse one day.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fun.
Well, we're just standing there. There's a chance.
Yeah, she'll probably hold me down with the left hand while she dunks with the right one. Is he hit music already? Is this time to break? Well, we're going to have to come back with even more of this incredible conversation after this short pause. Kira, Pete Flounder, and Wiley and Aaron and the whole crew at Stovall's on Union Hill Road in Canton. Here we go. Look out.
Miss any of the show? No sweat. Grab your XTRA 106.3 app and listen to show replays whenever you want. Download the XTRA app now for Apple and Android by searching for XTRA 106.3.
Hey, it's a Kimmer. How's it going? I don't know about you, but let's say you're driving along and all of a sudden, oh boy, here's that crunching scrape of metal. Somebody came out of nowhere and smacked into your car. Oh boy, okay. Take care of yourself first of all, and then wait a minute. Before you get in a fight or anything, do the right thing and call David Van Sant. You've heard boards talk about him. Well, there's a good reason. David Van Sant and his law firm are the people who will get you what you deserve. David Van Sant used to work for the insurance companies. He knows what to ask, who to talk to, what kind of settlement to get, and right away. And incidentally, if you don't get paid, he doesn't get paid. They protect your interest because that's what they do. Insurance companies are great, but once in a while, they're in it for themselves as well, too. But David Van Sant's going to make sure that they're in it for you. And again, if you don't get paid, he doesn't get paid. If you're in an accident that's not your fault, especially, please do this. Call 855-GA-INJURY. 855-GA-INJURY. Online, vansantlaw.com.
Baseball season is back. If too much celebrating leaves you in trouble after the game, it's important to know who to call. Call A Second Chance Bail Bonds. We handle bonds from the stadium to the city, and in most cases, we can have you or your loved one out in a matter of hours. A Second Chance. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call A Second Chance 24/7 at 404-BAIL-OUT. That's 404-BAIL-OUT. Or online at atlbail.com.
You should never need financing for a simple garage door repair, but it's happening here. Out-of-town companies have invaded Atlanta for a cash grab, charging outrageous prices. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Stay local and stay on budget for every opening of your home. All Four Seasons, trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.
Spring is here, Georgia. Now is the time to get your lawn looking its best, and nothing does the job like a Walker mower. With precision steering, incredible flexibility, and a beautiful cut, Walker mowers make spring lawn care effortless. Whether you're a pro landscaper or a proud homeowner, Walker helps you mow with perfection every time. Let's upgrade your cut. Visit Howard Brothers or find them online at howardbrothers.com and experience the Walker mower difference. The grass is always greener when you take care of it with Walker mower and Howard Brothers.
Hey, Georgia neighbors, it's time to expect more from your Medicare Advantage. Discover Sonder Health's custom plans tailored just for Georgians. Saunders offers unique benefits, including special plans for those living with chronic conditions. Some plans even come with grocery or gas benefits to support your overall well-being. Sonder Health makes it easy to get the coverage you need. See for yourself what today's Medicare Advantage can do for you. Visit SonderHealthPlans.com, a healthier state of life. Sonder Health Plans is an HMO and PPO with Medicare contracts. Enrollment in Sonder Health Plans depends on contract renewal. So, the doc says I have ED. ED. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's just an abbreviation for a condition so many men have. If I was to be honest, I probably also have a little OCD. I know I have a great HMO. Heck, I even have 3 weeks of PTO. Look, don't let a few letters get you down. If you have ED, there's HELP. Go see Dr. Deal at Total Body Therapy of Georgia. He's an ED specialist that will turn your life around PDQ. ED happens to a lot of men as we age. And just FYI, Dr. Deal can give you back the confidence you need to perform on the JOB. So, ready to take the first step? Quit yelling WTF at your little BFF and visit tbtofga.com. Total Body Therapy of Georgia. They can fix your ED ASAP. And before you know it, you'll be screaming OMG.
I'm getting in the game. The world won't be the same. I'm good to go.
Call 404-777-1911 or visit tbtofga.com.
Looking to attend multiple Braves games for the 2025 season? Save up to 10% with the Braves Flex Plan and pick the games that fit your schedule. The Flex Plan includes some great matchup options, including popular opponents like the Phillies, Dodgers, Yankees, and more. Plus, you have the option to pick your perfect view to enjoy your games from.
Goodbye. Struck him out with a slider. It is a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Chris Sale.
Visit Braves.com/FlexPlan to learn more and get your plan started. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
The legend Neil Bortz is only on Extra 106.3. Hey, it's Pete, and here's what you missed from the Talkmaster.
261 criminal illegal aliens, MS-13, Tren de Aragua, put on planes and sent to Central America and marched into a terrorist holding facility. Thank you, President Trump.
Catch Neil's commentary every day on Extra 106.3 or listen anytime on the Extra 106.3 app.
All right, look out. Here we go. Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, and Wiley, and Aaron, and we got the whole staff here. Stovall's.
Staff.
The staff. And our birthday list includes Gina Carano. Remember her? 43. She's that badass MMA minx who got fired from the Mandalorian.
Yeah, and they fired her because she was conservative.
Because she was a conservative. She's angel dust in Deadpool, but she was, again, her career kind of exploded in a reaction to the fact that, here we go in freaking Hollywood.
Woke Disney fired her.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Disney's, and then look what's happened to Disney since, this part of what's happened to them, which is exactly what they deserve.
I said yesterday, the Snow White bad actress.
Yeah.
And they put Sling Blade's voice on her.
I sure don't like them French fried potatoes. Anyway, she is, Gina Carano is 43. Martin Lawrence is 60 years old today.
Is he still crazy?
He's still crazy, apparently. Anyway, so we got a couple things here. And a couple sports things here, Pete Davis. On this day in 1999, the great one, Wayne Gretzky, announced he's retiring from the NHL, and he just, of course, had his record broken of goals scored.
Never thought that would happen.
I know. Amazing. Well, he played so many years, and, if you're that good, I guess it's bound to happen.
If
but
he
still,
had just concentrated on scoring, he'd have had over 1,000, but he was
an assist
and
maniac.
everything.
Yeah. That was in 99, Wayne Gretzky retired. And in 2003, Michael Jordan played his last NBA game with the Washington Wizards. Jordan scored 13 points, but they lost to the 76ers. Michael Jordan, 2003. And one more quick sports things here. And speaking of baseball, on this day in 1929, the Cleveland Indians opened the season with numbers on the back of their jerseys. The first Major League Baseball team to have numbers, making it easier for the scorekeepers and broadcasters and fans to see who the heck was playing. They won the game against the Tigers in 11 innings, but now here's the deal. The Yankees had won the World Series in 27 and 28, and they were supposed to debut the jersey numbers the same day, but they got rained out. So the fans had to wait another couple of days to see Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig sport jerseys number 3 and 4, which would become famous with their spot in the batting order. Cleveland experimented with numbers on the sleeves for a few weeks in 1916. In 1923, the Cardinals tried sleeve numbers, found it to be negative on team morale. Listen to this, quote, because of the continuing embarrassment to the players, the numbers were removed because they were playing so badly they didn't want to be identified. Oh, my God. By 1937, every team had numbers on the backs. In 1960, the White Sox were the first team to put names on the backs of their jerseys, and the Yankees are the only team without the names on the back of their jerseys. To this day, still. Although, do they have them on the road jerseys, I think, don't they?
So.
Maybe not. I guess not on any of them. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, how's it going?
They didn't want the numbers at first, because they thought people wouldn't buy scorecards.
Right. That's right. They wanted to make money selling scorecards to the stadium. Hard to believe.
When was the last time you got a scorecard and officially scored a baseball game?
Oh, I've never scored a baseball game.
Never.
I have never scored a baseball game. In fact, I've always wanted to, and I've been ashamed by, I see a 9-year-old girl with my daughters at softball games, you know how to do it and things like that, and I've never scored a baseball game.
If I'm up in the press box, I do it. But my mom stands. I probably don't.
My mom used to do them every time the Braves would make the playoffs in the 90s. She would do every playoff game because they'd put one in the newspaper, and she'd fill every single one out.
Yeah, your mom may have been the number one Braves fan of all time. That damn Chipper, get the ball.
My mom used to lay on the couch and just complain about Chipper. Oh, there's Chipper again.
Oh, man. Oh, it's funny. Well, I hope the Braves pull out of it or whatever. But seriously, I'd love to have an actual pitching coach actually describe what it is they're trying to do and how they react to I don't mean pitch, I mean a batting coach. I'm sorry, a hitting batting coach. Describe how they go about trying to make a big leaguer do something different after they got there doing what they do. And is that the issue? I mean, if a guy like Riley, I mean, he must be going nuts inside saying, okay, I've either got to relax or I've got to try something new. Or I mean,
he was hitting for a while. Of all of them, he was hitting the best. And they all have their own personal hitting coaches, too. So how much power does this new guy have?
But the other thing, is there a new philosophy to say, let's play small ball, just try to make contact? No. Are you trying to lift it in the air? Do you swing at the first pitch? I mean, do you go by statistics and say this pitcher tends to throw, the first 2 fastballs, so you swing at the first 2 pitch? I mean, there's got to be a thing.
You know what? Okay, this team set offensive records 2 years ago, like the 27 Yankees hadn't done. done. Okay, just 2 years ago. What was the difference last year? Who wasn't there?
Well, different players.
No, who wasn't
Acuna.
there? Acuna wasn't there. He's not there this year.
Yeah, but
that's
still.
how much of a difference he can make in a lineup. Because it changes the lineup. Ozuna's out. Acuna's out right now. You got guys like Kelnick and De La Rosa or whatever his name is.
But on the other hand, and again, I don't. It's really stuck in my head. Well, but okay, these guys are guys who have been doing this their entire. I mean, this is their whole life. They know all this kind of stuff. So how is it suddenly they're not able to get their body to react to a pitch the same way they always have all this time?
Well, Harris has always been streaky. Kelnick has never really hit in the major leagues. I mean, has never shown he can on a,
I don't know. We've all played baseball, and we all, the times where we, swung at stupid pitches and tried to things like that. But still, I mean, these guys, it seems to me, if there's something that's changed, it seems to me that it's not working. But I can't imagine that a new hitting coach is going to say, okay, now from now on, swing at every third pitch or only swing it off speed stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't. I don't get it. Anyway,
everybody in a slump at the same time. Once Acuna gets back, it will help a lot.
Now, what about Strider? Is he okay?
Today.
He pitched great.
He pitched great today.
Yeah.
He should have served to win.
Yeah.
They let him down.
Yeah. And this was his comeback after all that thing. And by the way, he got rid of doesn't he have a whole beard now? He doesn't have just the porn mustache. If I remember, I think, isn't that Wiley? Have you seen it? I think he's got the full beard now, doesn't he?
He's just got the mustache as of today.
Oh, yeah. Just the mustache?
Just the stash.
Oh, good, because I thought that was I think that's important. Like that guy Paul Scanes, he's got that porn mustache, and I think that's kind of that's kind of cool.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I think it should be. In fact, I thought about doing it. But
I've never liked just the plain mustache. It's such a '70s porn.
I've got a picture. I got to find you the pictures of me holding the shark and of me holding the manta ray or the stingray, and of me and my mustache smoking a pipe. No beard, just the mustache, smoking a pipe. In fact, Wiley should be a friend thing so I can send you stuff.
No, don't fall for that.
Okay, on Facebook, I'll find you.
That's how he does it. Oh, you should be friends with me. And next thing you know, 3 a.m., ding, ding, ding.
No, in fact, when I've had friend requests for 2 years. I finally realized I looked at my friend request. It goes back 2 years. I don't know how to do it.
What is all this?
I don't know how to do it.
I don't either. It's okay. I just found out I had a bunch the other day.
Yeah, 2 years. Sorry,
no one calls me
personal. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, I don't know what the hell are we doing. How we doing?
I don't know.
I can't
we have 15 minutes left. We've had a lovely
we're
time
almost,
here.
We're almost
check
to the
this
finish
out.
line. Come on.
Check this out. I know we can pull it off. There's a story going around. It was on Reddit or one of those things. A guy and his family go to a pizza joint, and they're sitting at the table, and he orders a Miller Lite beer. And so they're waiting. The waitress girl comes over and gives him a Bud Light. Okay, so he says to her, "Oh, actually, I ordered a Miller Lite," and she says, "Oh, okay." So she had to go back and take it back, and she got charged for. I guess they have to make up for the pay or something. They get some kind of docking and have to pay for the beer when she brought him back the one he actually wanted in the first place. Mm-hmm. And apparently the story was he didn't really complain about it. He just said to her, he brought the wrong beer. When he got the bill, the check had an extra line, and it said, bitching fee, $5.
Where was this?
It doesn't say where, but I photographed the story in my phone because I couldn't believe it myself. And they actually said it was a bitching fee. I'm probably not going to be able to find it now. But it was a bitching fee for complaining about the beer. Let's see if I got it right here or something. Well, maybe.
Done ready.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. A guy ordered a pizzeria, ordered a Miller Lite. She gave me a Bud Light. She had already opened the Bud Light, so while she was walking toward the table, so she couldn't swap it out, she had to eat the Bud Light, giving it to me for free, and got a Miller on top of it. There wasn't any bitching involved. I don't know what this is about. When they paid the bill, $5 bitching fee. And the guy said, "Well, this is funny, but it's also a crime. You can't make up fake fees and charge them to people's credit card.
It's true.
It's wire fraud."
Another said, my guess is that server typed that in the bar as a joke and forgot to delete it. Or I'll bet you the waitress didn't know anything about it, and she wouldn't want to do that because then she'd get punished for a tip. So it was probably just the cashier goofing around or something. But anyway, either way, if you're a former server or whatever, you're basically let a bad server get away with mistreating you, and she's going to do it to somebody else. Anyway, it's a whole thing now on social media about a bitching fee. Now, have you noticed they're charging tariff fees?
Oh, well, yeah, some places they are, yeah.
A restaurant, people are charging tariff fees because of the extra expense for them, doing their service and stuff.
By the way, a shout out to the Jimmy John's up here on 20. It was the nicest ladies behind the counter when I dropped by there.
Jimmy
earlier.
John's sandwich?
Yeah, right there off the 20 exit here.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Very nice ladies.
Excellent. All right, how are we doing? Everything all right over here? I can't see anything on my... Where's my clock? My clock's gone.
9:46.
Now, what happened to my clock again?
Oh, my God, here we go. Great clock debate.
There it is. All right. It's 5:46, just like the lady said. Kimber P. Flounder and fans, how you doing, my friend? Oh, you're being a more suspicious-looking character if they let anybody in here.
Oh, my God.
And it's Snowballs on Union Hill Road in Kent. Look out, we're almost out of time. There we go.
Neil Bortz is only live on XTRA 106.3, bringing you daily commentary on the biggest topics of the day. Catch him throughout the day or hear his latest on the XTRA 106.3 app.
Have you considered securing your family's future, protecting your hard-earned assets, navigating complex legal matters with ease? Nelson Elder Care Law is here to guide and empower you and your loved ones. As a family-owned and family-focused business, our mission is to exceed your expectations, offering absolute assurance and peace of mind. With our trademarked Absolute Protection Trust and expertise in customized estate planning, Medicaid crisis solutions, probate administration, guardianship, and conservatorship, Nelson Elder Care Law protects what matters most to you. Imagine a team dedicated to safeguarding your legacy every step of the way. Our flat fees ensure transparency, and our customized plans prioritize your family's specific needs. Are you worried about protecting your family and your legacy after you're gone? Let us help you ensure you're absolutely protected from whatever curveballs life may throw your way. Schedule a complimentary legacy planning meeting with our legal team in Marietta or Woodstock today. Contact us at 678-250-9355 or visit at nelsoneldercarelaw.com.
Neil Bortz here. Maybe you've already taken the steps to improve your health, maybe save your life. You're using a CPAP for your sleep apnea. I've been using one for well over 20 years. So right now, I'm here to tell you about a source for CPAPs and CPAP supplies here in the Atlanta area. CPAPs, etc. They're in Alpharetta. They have whatever you need. Roddy and Sharon are your CPAP experts, and they'll ship nationwide. More information, CPAPs.com.
Hey, this is Matt from East Cobb. We basically bought our house from our in-laws. It was my wife's childhood home. One of the issues that we've had when we first moved in was our dog in our backyard. It was extremely shaded, could never grow grass back there. We resodded it twice. So ATL Turf Co. did an amazing job with our backyard transformation. They basically created a miniature golf hole. We have a miniature fairway. We also have a miniature little putting green. Consists of about 4 holes, total about 40 yards, so you can definitely work on your short game and your putting. After that transformation that ATL Turf Co. did for us, my father-in-law came and saw his house the way it looked after the fact of we had a putting green and a miniature golf course. Sure enough, he did the same thing with ATL Turf Co. He has a beautiful backyard, wonderful stonework, drainage, and a beautiful practice area for chipping and putting. Check him out online at atlturfco.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalamia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. Got a to-do list a mile long? No problem. We've got the ultimate solution, our Handyman for a Day program. Here's how it works. You get a skilled handyman dedicated to knocking out your honey-do list. Paint touch-ups, drywall repairs, door adjustments, and much more, all done in one day. You want to jump into spring and not worry about your home? Call us now before the rush for your Handyman for a Day, and call us at 770-623-3097 or visit us at thetrustedtoolbox.com. One call, one handyman, one day. The Trusted Toolbox.
Hey, this is Tom from The Honest Car Guy. We help you buy your next pre-owned car or truck honestly. We guarantee each vehicle we sell will come with a copy of the bill of sale, showing what we paid for it. You pay what we pay, plus a disclosed fee. Guaranteed. Honesty is the best policy, and we guarantee it. Finally, a pre-owned car and truck buying process that you can trust.
Get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME-1 or visit honestcarguy.com. The future of business in Georgia is bright, and Georgia Power is a driving force behind the businesses and organizations that are vital to the growth of the state. Organizations like Georgia Tech.
Hi, this is Jay Batten, Director of Athletics here at Georgia Tech. This is an incredible place. The history of success, the coaches that have been here, everybody from Heisman to Coach Dodd to Coach Curry to Coach Ross, and even now to Coach Key. We've got this tremendous history of success. This is an anchor here in Midtown Atlanta. This is such a growing, vibrant market, particularly for college sports. You know, Atlanta has one of the highest percentages of college sports fans for any major metro. The work being done over my shoulder is a first of many steps towards our continued evolution towards the very highest level and reestablishing Georgia Tech athletics at that championship caliber. We continue to invest in the fan experience here in Bobby Dodd.
To learn more about how Georgia Power is helping businesses big and small, visit GeorgiaPower.com and tune in all year to discover how they're powering the future of Georgia.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Time to come back.
We're good. Everything's fine. Hello, testing. Kipper, Pete, Flounder, Wiley, and Aaron has just been around, and Patricia's here, and oh, mercy. We had Scotty the window guy who's doing just doors, and we got all kinds of folks showing up. And a friend of mine from Publix who used to work with years ago showed up. What's that?
She used to follow around.
Yeah, one of the many. Anyway, a lot of fun. Here at Stovall's on 9500 Union Hill Road in Canton. And almost out of time here, up till 6 o'clock. Let's see, a couple of birthday things. John Cryer is 60. Lex Luthor on Supergirl, Alan Harper on 2.5 Men, and he'll always be Ducky and Pretty in Pink. John Cryer, 60 years old. Jimmy Osmond, the youngest of the Osmonds, 62. That traitor Anthony Blinken, former Secretary of State, the traitor who did the 51 people signing the letter, he was behind that whole scam. Anthony Blinken should be in prison. He's 63. Let's see. Congratulations, Harry Connick Jr. On this day, 31 years ago, he married Victoria's Secret model Jill Goodacre, and this is their 31st anniversary.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice?
That's nice.
I knew his dad, the former DA, Harry Connick, in New Orleans.
He teach you how to run?
He didn't teach me how to run. That was somebody else. And he didn't teach me how to run. It was Mackie Shulstone who trained me to run.
Why did I do that?
Yeah. See, you screwed up. All right, Kipper, Pete, Flounder, 404-741-1230. Oh, and for the record, we've been talking lately about what the hell's going on in Europe. And again, Donald Trump is now proposing that we stop paying money to the United Nations and to NATO, cutting back their budgets severely, as well as cutting back the State Department budget and just sticking to things that deliberately help the countries who are important to us. And now what the hell was I? Just lost my stupid. I hate when I do this. What's going on in Europe? We've been talking about this a lot. The highest court in London, in England, has just ruled that a tranny is not a girl.
That's right. I saw that.
This is huge because they have now put it on the record. I don't even think America's said that. Has our Supreme Court actually said that specifically yet? The British Supreme Court, or their version of it, has said that a man is a biological man and a woman is a biological woman, and that's the ball game.
Yep.
There's only two. And now I think the court did say that you can still be charged with discriminating against someone claiming to be transsexual. The laws haven't changed about how you treat people, but if you're trying to claim that you can change your gender, it's not going to happen. There are only two genders, and if you're a girl, you're a girl, and if you're a boy, you're a boy. You can't claim to be the other in a lawsuit and get away with it because the court will not recognize it.
Let me ask you a medical question, doctor.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, a hermaphrodite is born with both sets,
Jamie
right?
Lee Curtis.
Do they have both the XX and the XY too?
I don't know that. That's a great question. Siri? Ask Siri. Anybody got a Siri?
Siri.
Can you do a Siri thing on yours?
Siri, do hermaphrodites have both the XX and the XY chromosome?
Let's see if she can hear that.
Here's an answer from encyclopedia.com and Wikipedia.
Both hermaphrodites are individuals that have both male and female genitals, are extremely rare. They are characterized by the presence of some cells that express the 46XX karyotype and some cells that express the 46XY karyotype.
So they do have some of each.
Some of each.
But it's not. There you go. Now, what do you do in that case? But how? Well,
whatever you feel like. Because
wow,
you got everything there.
Can you imagine who's supposed to make that choice? When Jamie Lee Curtis apparently was a hermaphrodite, they say. Well, I think it's pretty clear that I think they've been talking about it, and somebody had to decide make her a boy or a girl.
Well, she's had children. So
I don't know what to tell you. But I guess whether one thing is showing more than the other, maybe. If they have two little bulges, I don't know. I'm sorry.
You know who's married to Jamie Lee Curtis?
The comedian guy.
Christopher Guest.
Christopher Guest, yeah. Good for them. I guess they're still together. And I never never mind.
You never had a hermaphrodite?
No, I remember they tried to pull her off as a sex object. She did legs, pantyhose commercials. Jamie Lee Curtis was never.
She exposed her breasts on trading places, and they were very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
But still, I've never found her all that.
No, anyway, whatever. But I'm sure she's wonderful in every way. Not that we would ever be talking about a female in any physical manner of any kind.
No.
Why she loads her gun over there at the end of the table while he's taking aim at the camera. No. Oh God! Oh my God!
No.
Founders Funnies. Holy crap! It blown the whole day.
It's like how fat people eat. You know what I mean? Remember we were kids. It was like a candy bar was a candy bar. Ice cream was ice cream. You never had the unholy matrimony, the two of them. But fat people late at night were doing that.
You know who you are.
Yeah, and these big companies found out about it, and they started doing it and never gave these fatties credit. And they're not going to come waddling out going, hey, I came up with that. There's too much shame involved. But they're the ones who did it. Because I had a fat roommate, and the deal with a fat roommate is during the day, you watch them eat. You're like, how the is this person fat? But after midnight, all the questions are answered. You start hearing sounds. Is there a raccoon in the house? What is going on? And one day you have the balls to go down there, and they look up from this bowl of slop. You don't even know what it is. I would rather walk in on a murder than walk in on a clinically obese person at 2 in the morning. You know why that was funny? That's a fucking true story. I had a buddy of mine. He said to me one time, I told him I got a pint of ice cream. I told this fatty that I had a pint of ice cream, right? And he goes, like, oh yeah, I love fucking buyers. He goes, you ever just leave it out for a couple hours and let it melt and then just drink it like a shake? I went like, no. And then he tried to play it off like, yeah, me neither.
That's obviously Bill Burr.
The one and only.
One of the great comedians of all time and a great actor. In Breaking Bad, he was...
He's turned stupid lately, though.
Yeah,
he's turned a little woke.
In fact, just gotten really ugly, nasty, kind of turned on the people who love him.
He hates Elon Musk for some reason.
I don't get it.
Jealousy.
How could he call him a Nazi and a danger to him? Anyway, I don't get it. Anyway, boys, listen, thank you all.
Thank you, Wiley.
Wiley, I really appreciate it. And Flounder back at the studio. All of you gang of Stowball, Michelle, thank you, sweet. Patricia's up here. God bless you, people. Semper Fi. Gotta go. You're killing me. Christine, sing me home, baby. Hoorah, Semper Fi. Oh, see you again tomorrow. It's not over yet. Oh, I gotta go. You're killing me. Herp.
This is WFOM and W292EV Marietta on Dickey Broadcasting Station. Locally owned and heard throughout Georgia on the XTRA app.